a little more time for people to load on in. How's everybody doing tonight?
Of course, there's Brandon with the immediate Baba Booey.
Oh, hello, Brandon. Brandon, we were just talking about you, but only to say that you, Chelsea, I joined a call with you and Chelsea because you said you were talking about me last night.
Hey, Callan, welcome to the party. Taking a couple extra moments to get my DM screen set up. Dan, I don't think you can say things like that to people.
Oh, I should probably change my name so it also has my character's name in there as well.
I suppose.
What?
All right, Claude, welcome. Calvin.
Honestly, although now that Claude just said that, it made me think fucking like we have it the retcon report, but we could have just called it like masks off.
God damn it! Why is that good?
Masks off
Like-
is good. I'll think of something to use that for. Don't worry.
That should be us. Like if we ever do like more casual streams, like let's play a game.
Ooh, that's a good idea. What we got going on here? That's some nice mayhem there. It'd be a shame if someone were to mask it.
Yeah, that was what my was.
We can't also. We've already retconned.
Big fact, Brandon. Big fact. Like fucking what's her nuts on the boys. What the fuck's her name?
Oh god, firecracker, something like that.
Yeah, is it Firecracker?
Firestarter?
No, it's not
She's
Firestarter.
the one who has her own news show.
Yeah. I think it's.
I have
Fuck,
seen very little of the boys, and every time I see a clip from it, I go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Firecracker.
Firecracker. Okay, I was right the first time. All right. Well, you know what? Let me bring this music on down. Now that we've got a few people hanging out with us tonight, I want to thank everyone for joining us for the very first Ko-Fi subscriber stream. This is going to be a private game available to those subscribers. It'll eventually go live for like the wider public. I don't know. I haven't figured out exactly. Probably like 6 months. I'm thinking. Give you guys a window of exclusivity.
Ooh.
It's exclusive.
Yeah. But I also I had to weigh that against myself of like I don't want anything of the Mayhemverse overall narrative to be completely behind a paywall, at least not permanently.
What, would that be really annoying for people?
Yeah, it's also just I don't know, it's bad. Am I still really low, everybody?
I mean, not particularly. I mean, you're definitely better than you were.
Yeah, I turned myself up a little bit, but I didn't think I was barely. I figured if I was barely audible, Rachel would have said something earlier.
Yeah.
This
No,
little
I
piece
said
of
it.
hair.
Here's the behind the scenes. When RC first sent us the music, it blared into Dan and my ears, and I was like, I can't hear anyone anymore. Just music.
Which is weird because the music was only at like 20%. It wasn't even like super high.
I wasn't like that. I mean, Dan, it was like Dan and I both reacted.
You did,
Yeah,
you did.
I literally
More
clutched
so
my
than
pearls. I
expected.
went.
All right. Well, let me just get in here. Well, I think with that, we'll get going if that sounds good to everybody.
Yeah.
As I like to say, welcome. Technically this isn't going to apply, but for the future folks, I'll include this. Welcome to Masks and Mayhem, Tales from the Mayhemverse on the Homefront. I'm your Game Master RC. Tonight's stream uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition, the world's greatest superhero RPG, made by our friends at Green Running Publishing. For the uninitiated, the game's main mechanic is a d20 plus an ability modifier versus a difficulty check. This allows it to facilitate cinematic action. Character creation offers unlimited flexibility to create any type of character. The system also has a currency called hero points that allow you to reroll dice, edit scenes, and modify or boost powers in a pinch. They are earned by leaning into genre tropes like setbacks and complications, heroic behavior, good roleplay, jokes I think are funny, and even ones I think that aren't. But for tonight, let's get rolling in. Let's introduce our two heroes, starting with potentially the more familiar.
Well, we've both
No.
been on stream. No.
No.
Nope. My character is brand new, Dan.
The players, yes. The character,
Yes.
no.
No shit. Rachel's a player that's come back. But I'm trying
I
to
don't know
remember.
what the fuck you're talking about, Dan.
At least the art for this character looks like one that I've seen before.
You haven't. I got it this morning.
Well, that's fair. I just thought you know what? Fine. Anyways, what was your little lead-in?
I said reintroduce the character that people may be more familiar with.
I am playing Izzy Perkins, aka the Grand Malenko, which spawned from a joke that I was trying to make to Brandon ages ago, and then I don't think it ever was acknowledged until I was like, please acknowledge the joke. And so this whole character kind of spawned from that. And he is a magician, bad guy. Not a bad guy, a gray guy, and is like, I guess, a little more on the straight. Fair. A little more on the straight and narrow now.
Look, it's the 40s. If you like, at least there want one particular type of bad guy.
Okay, fine. He's on the gay and narrow.
Yeah.
All right. And in tonight's adventure, we'll find the Grand Malenko in Highwind City about a year before the events of Moonlight Becomes You, which was the stream he debuted in. And joining him today, Rachel, tell us a little bit about the character you'll be playing.
Alex Rhodes, who's her code name. Real name is Alexandria Williamson. She is an archaeologist that is a little stuck in the US for right now for, oh my god, there's a war going on reasons. So think of her a little Indiana Jones meets Laura Croft, and basically I was asked if I wanted to play that type of character, and I went, hell yeah. I really do. And then I do want to point out this is the second time where Dan thought I was saying I was like new to this podcast because I said I'm extra because I tried to dress up like her a little bit, and he's like, no, you're here all the time, Rachel. So
I think
in fairness,
Dan's trying to like get rid of you, I think.
In fairness, she didn't say, like, look at me, I'm dressed so extra. She just went, I'm extra. And I was like, no, you're supposed to be here.
Dan, are you going to try and say that you're the smart one in this scenario?
No, there was just no subtext is not the word. Just any text.
Context.
I love the freaking chat is going absolutely bonkers right now.
Big old
we're getting some
West
Alex
Virginia.
Country Roads.
Yeah.
Which Rachel didn't know this, but in my head, when I suggested the name Alex Rhodes to be her Indiana Jones type name.
There's a wrestler, something Rhodes, right?
I did, yeah. I specifically had the idea of the Rhodes family of wrestlers.
Because I was like, even I know that, and I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. But you're so damn pretty, Dan.
Look, I know a lot of pop culture things. Brandon can tell you wrestling is not one of them.
Yeah.
Wrestling, like we weren't really allowed to watch wrestling growing up because my brothers kept trying to wrestle each other, and the dog and me.
Do you know who's the world's greatest wrestler, though?
Do
you have it prepared, Robert?
No.
Came from Tekken 2.
What?
King from
Oh
Texas.
no, I deleted it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you deleted it?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Here's the
fucking
thing.
casualty.
Here's the thing: no one else knows about that joke. We never do it like
Really?
the audience.
Is that a thing
yeah,
we've
why
never?
would they? How would anyone know that joke, Dan? It's only something we do in a recording that gets deleted.
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess I
So,
spoiled that one.
You know what?
Now
This is
the
a great
crowd knows.
opportunity to let everyone know
How
about the
insane
very
we are.
yeah, well, about the very important thing we talk about and our deep love for King from Tekken 2.
Yes.
I had to go find it.
We should pop that up while we're recording. But no, Dan, that's never been in an episode.
I thought we've done it like on a stream.
We definitely have not.
We've
Oh,
never
well, now
pulled
we
up
have.
the picture.
Now
Maybe
we
we've
have.
like said the words.
You all are
King
getting us
Tekken
like
2.
in our complete uneditedness, it seems, tonight to a certain
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah. It's all friends here. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah, just wait till Rachel starts dropping slurs.
Whoa.
No,
Well, No,
no.
we're not that kind of podcast.
You didn't say
No.
Rachel's not that type of girl. You just said we're not that type of podcast. Watch yourself.
I'll let Rachel defend herself. I have to defend the podcast.
I feel too Jewish for this bullshit.
Also, fuck you, Claude. Yoshimitsu, that little bitch. All he does is spit in a circle. I can't stand Yoshimitsu.
So I think, obviously, this is a great time as any to
Yeah,
start our actual
go.
adventure.
Go or it'll never start.
We fade in to the Highwind City Museum, where a pitched battle is taking place. Alexandria, I should say.
Mhm.
You are currently ducked behind a giant statue, while Izzy, or Isaiah, your name,
Mm-hmm.
you are currently in a fight against a few members of the. Oh, where is it? You were in a fight against a few members of Faraday's circus, who you may remember very well as the circus that you have recently escaped from.
You'll never take me alive.
And they are currently trying to break into one of the displays at the museum. Izzy, you heard about the heist when you found out that the carnival was in town, or that when you found out when the circus was in town. And Alex, you were running down a lead about someone with some mystical artifacts that you've been trying to research.
Okay.
So,
Also, the what do you call it? The circus people that I were with was Reinhardt's. It was Reinhardt's Clowns and Creep Shows exhibition, aka the Crime Carnival.
I don't think we ever had. I didn't have that written down anywhere.
It's on my character sheet.
Oh well, now it's different.
All right.
Well, wait. I'll say this is easy. I can just change the last name. So there. What was it? Reinhardt's.
Yeah.
All right, that's easy enough to change.
Dan, genuinely, Dan, good job for keeping track of something.
Yeah.
It's on my sheet. I just read. I'm literate. That's all it was.
I guess the
This was
Okay.
basal level literacy.
Okay,
issue
you're
we're
better
running
than
into is that information only exists on the character
Yeah.
sheet.
Yeah.
okay, you're better than Leah Michelle. Good job.
Got one up on her.
So, as we kind of fade into this fight, we're gonna kind of play it loose. We're not gonna go into a full initiative. But what are you doing? It's about 6 clowns with baseball bats. Yeah, we'll say that's the entire complement of people that you're fighting.
Okay, so I'm by myself. I'm fighting them, or like Alex is now in there fighting with me.
Alex is just like, you don't know each other. You've just both ended up in this situation.
Okay, but we are in this fight together currently. Like I'm not waiting for her to join.
I mean, yeah, she is there. She is currently
Okay.
ducked behind a statue.
Okie
Whether
dokie.
she chooses to engage, or they know that she's there, is a little less clear at the moment.
Okay, so they're fighting him. I'm also slightly distracted by everyone saying I say slurs in the chat, so that's.
Let's not say that, chat. How about we keep it a little chiller?
Okay, so he's fighting the clown posse, whatever you just said.
The classy. Don't
Oh,
like
geez.
that.
Oh no, absolutely
Nope.
not.
Mm-mm.
That's the kind of
Regretted that
stuff.
one immediately.
That's the kind of stuff we edit out, guys.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
I am. Okay, how many of the weird clown dudes are there?
6.
6. Okay.
Half a dozen.
I'm gonna try to do this stealthily.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring out one of my weapons, and that I have a sling,
All right.
and so I'm gonna try to knock him out with like a rock.
Okay. Let's have you roll an attack check then.
Okay. So okay, damage 1, DC 17. Okay. Well, so for the attack for that would be strength. So
I believe you should have a sling attack in your.
yes, I'm
attack
looking
section.
off at so +4. So I add 4 to it then.
Let me double check because now you got me doubting. Of course. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Dan. That would be a 9 overall. I rolled a 5, and I don't want to use my hero point yet.
Yeah, 9
That's fair.
overall. It's worth noting that all defenses are 10 plus your ranks, so there was almost no world where that was going to work.
Yeah, I know. But do I have
just
to
mean in
roll
terms of that
anything?
roll.
Do I have to roll anything to stay doing it stealthily?
Yeah, you know what? I am going to have you roll a stealth roll because otherwise that miss would have kind of given you away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a different die.
Just a random rock flying through the air.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Okay, I assume on stealth then.
Yeah.
Yep. Switching die went well. So I rolled a 12, 6. Jesus, why is math part
18.
of my hobby? Thank you, Dan. This is what that
They
is.
were
I was
even
like,
numbers, man.
that doesn't help me.
So yeah, we will say then that is just high enough that maybe the stone like skips across the ground, but everyone's distracted by like they see Izzy, the magician who left their carnival, who they desperately want to bring back into the fold, and they are focused on him, so they don't seem to notice you. But Dan, let's have Izzy roll an insight check.
Ooh, okay.
Or perception, whichever's better. Actually, let's go with perception even.
Perception? Okay. I'm going to. Did that sound crispy? I held it up.
It did.
Okay,
It
good.
did.
Well, it's also a 19, so I'm perceivy as fuck.
19.
Yeah.
You noticed, you saw the stone
Yeah.
like skip, so you're aware.
Okay.
Of
So
Alex's
yeah, so
presence.
it's a 23 altogether. So yeah, regardless, I see it. So from where I am, there's 6 of them.
Mhm.
Where, like, if I'm looking straight ahead, are they like all right here? Are they like spaced
They're
out?
kind
Where
of
is
spaced out a
Alex?
little bit. Like I'd say there's 2 in like your immediate vicinity, and then there's a couple more like 2 groups of 2 in the back.
Okay,
And we'll
then
say that Alex is on the other side of them, like behind them, and that's also part
Okay.
of why they didn't necessarily notice.
but Alex has cover, which is good. So then there's how many directly in front of me? There's 2 and then 2 behind them.
I mean, in 2 immediately in front of you. All of them are in front of you though. Like 2 are almost arm's length away from you at this point.
Gotcha. And then I want to. I've always like. I mean, granted, I kind of always play everybody just a little bit of like a little shit, but I specifically think Izzy is very much a little shit.
Absolutely.
So I want him to just be like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared!" Abracadabra, and then take his hat and do my elephant in the room spell, which is a cone attack and attack the guys that are in front of me.
Abraca, fuck you.
Yeah, go abraca fuck yourself.
All right. Well, let's. Is that
Okay.
wait? Is that an attack you have to roll for then?
It says
I believe it's a cone.
magical
I think you said
DC 21 cone area, 60-foot cone, DC 16.
It's a cone, so that is actually enough to reach everybody. What's the DC again?
16. Or, well, it says magical DC 21 cone area, 60-foot cone, DC 16. So it says 21 and 16?
Oh, 21. I believe to dodge it. Let me see if I can pull that up. DC. Okay, yeah. All right, and yeah, I'm gonna do them as a group. So this elephant this magical elephant kind of just bursts from your magic wand, lets out a big, and that was perfect. That was fantastic. And just stampedes through the group. Alex is able to dodge behind as it goes past her. And they are all kind of on the ground. They don't seem completely out, but they seem, very injured. Like you think a couple of them are definitely knocked out, a couple of them are kind of like
Hell
on the
yeah.
ground, but maybe about to get back up.
So if they're all on the ground. So now I kind of want to go like, hey, you plan on giving me a hand over here or what? To you.
I was like, I could do that, but honestly, you seem to have it pretty handled on that yourself. That was cool.
I mean, what can I say? I am the Grand Malenko.
I am Alex.
Just the
Yeah.
and then I tip my hat and because I mean he has like a big like the the stereotypical like
Yeah.
magician top hat and like give your milady.
I actually am wearing a fedora, so
Oh God.
I guess it's more of a except it's the 40s, so it's less weird.
Yeah.
You're also
So
wearing clothes that actually go with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of do a hat tip as well.
It's at that moment you realize there was another clown that was not attacking you all that did get to the display case that they were kind of originally going for, and you see him he takes his baseball bat, and he smashes it, glass goes everywhere, and he grabs this sort of golden egg inside.
Are we still in initiative or can I do something?
You weren't in initiative to begin with, so
Yeah.
Oh, true. Then can I do my levitation move object and go yoink?
you want to try and snatch it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's roll that. Let's see what
Okay.
happens.
Oh, fuck me. Missed my tower. 17. What do I what?
I believe it's in your offense section.
Yeah, it says it's part of my magic wand, and then it just says levitation move object 2, 200 pounds, DC 17, damaging.
Yeah, but you should have a plus number there too.
No, I do not.
I am actually. I just pulled up your sheet and I am looking right at it.
Where?
Levitation move object 2 plus 3 in the offense section at the top.
Oh, up top. See, I was looking still at the bottom.
That's why
where
I said
the
the
words
offense
were.
section at the top.
They're not all winners, but so then that makes it a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, I'll say you're able to nab this thing.
And then I want to kind of toss it in my hand, like, what you want this for?
I'm like, no, don't. I was like, no, don't hurt the artifacts.
And the clown sees you and goes, damn it. And he just takes off running around the corner and disappears.
Oh, I couldn't stop him.
I mean, you didn't do anything yet. I'm just saying that he's right outside of your view.
Yeah, okay.
Can I try to hit him again with
Unfortunately, the Grand Malenko lacks object permanence.
Well, you say he gets away and disappears, and I was like, okay.
Well, he's trying to run away. Can I try to hit him with a sling again?
So again, out of your view, he went around the corner. So
gotcha.
You have to try and catch up with him, but it does not currently look like it.
Okay.
I mean, we have the other guys that are here, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I mean, whatever. Fuck that guy. We really don't need him.
Yeah. But I'm like, stop tossing the ancient artifact.
And so I go, okay, and I throw it in the air and then catch it in my hat, and then I put the hat back on.
Oh no.
Oh, also, since now I have this magical artifact, can I do let's see, what would it be? I guess expertise magic and check to see if I can see what it is.
Yeah.
Could I roll the same thing, but I have expertise archaeology?
Absolutely, you can both.
Ooh, with our powers combined.
I wanted to. So I have eidetic memory. It says +5 circumstance boast to remember things. Is that already built into some of my stuff, or is that do I have to remember?
That's
I have
separate.
That? Okay. God
Okay,
damn it!
13 plus what is my expertise? 5, so 18.
I rolled a 2. So
girl.
So I have a 7, so that would be 9. Would the eidetic memory come into play at this at all?
No, because this is not an object you're familiar with.
Okay. So 9.
I will say, Grand Malenko, the first thing you notice is that there is not any magical energy kind of coming. Not that you're specifically attuned to all magical energy, but you normally can get a sense of magic from things, and there is just nothing magical about this. You kind of feel the weight, and you're it kind of feels hollow. First off,
Like maybe
there's
there
no-
was something in it.
there's no weight to it. And you go to kind of handle it. You realize it opens.
Ooh, okay, Kinder Egg, what's inside?
Kinder
And all
surprise.
there's a message inscribed, and it says, replication courtesy of the Grant family collection.
Oop.
The Grant family. Okay.
Can
jotting
I
that down.
roll expertise archaeology to so find I know anything about the Grant family?
Yeah, let's do that.
And I'm switching dice again. They're
Yeah, I was gonna
pissing
say,
me off.
the dice betray you.
Again, this is the third die I'm using tonight.
You think the dice are your ally? They betray you, for they belong to
I
me.
rolled a 10, but that would be 17 overall. But again, with the eidetic memory come into play for this one.
Yeah, I will play that into this one.
Okay. So that'd be 17 plus 5. So 22.
Yeah.
I just saw that Dan was flashing a 2 to help me, and I didn't
Yeah.
look. I did it in my head and on my fingers, but
so what
my
you
fingers-
would know then
yeah.
is that the Grant family, they're an old money family in Highwind City. They do a lot of philanthropy and things.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the more known. You've never known. You're not intimately familiar with everything they would have donated to the museum, but it's not particularly surprising that they would. You've definitely known them to give money to museums and others.
So yeah, if they had an item and a museum was interested in, yeah, that makes complete sense that they would be.
Yeah, they would have a replica of it.
Okay, so, and I go, interesting. I wonder if the Grant family still has the real one then.
Let me see. Actually, I think. I do have a +10 on intimidation. Can I have my cut in half trick that I can do.
Okay.
And it's going to be like a giant saw blade. With one of the guys on the ground, I want to intimidate him by creating this giant saw that's going back and forth and getting closer and closer to his body. And I want to say, tell me everything about what you think you're doing here today.
Okay. I'll have you roll intimidation. I'm fascinated to know how Alex responds to this. Alex, it's a worthwhile question. Have you had any experiences that involve mysticism or magic?
I would think if we're going, she's a little bit of an Indiana Jones type. I would think yes, right?
It's definitely possible. So I just
I
want.
would go. I'm gonna probably not full on what happens in Indiana Jones. I haven't
You ever
seen.
run into the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, Ark of the Covenant, or the
I almost said the wrong cup. That's
what I'm thinking of too, and I can't remember what it's
The
called.
Holy Grail?
the Holy
Yeah.
Grail.
The Rachel, Stanley Cup.
Rachel, what cup were you thinking of?
I was thinking of the Holy Grail.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't think of the word for it.
The second you said cup, though, my mind gave me the Stanley Cup. And I was like, nope. I already knew we meant Holy Grail, but Stanley Cup got me fucked up for a second.
All right. So, so this is not completely, new to you then, as this man summons a saw from the ether and threatens
I would
another
say
person.
this trick probably knew.
Well, yeah, but the idea of someone summoning things
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
And I go, woo, Jesus.
22 altogether. I got a 12 on the dice because my intimidation is a 10, baby.
Okay, a lot of low rolls for the group tonight.
We'll wait until the big baddie. We're gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
So what was your question? As you do this?
Let's see. How do I want to say? Because I would be like, just tell me everything. Honestly, I think it's even funnier to have some little fucking demon twink over top of you, demanding with a big saw than Batman. I think that's actually a little bit more horrific.
Sure.
And then, okay, I'm gonna say 2 questions. 1, what did you think that egg was? And 2, what the fuck were you planning on doing with it? While said saw blade is getting closer and
Wait,
closer.
sorry. Say one more time.
Not my favorite anime. Fuck you. Fuck. What was your question that got me?
I asked you to repeat your question.
Oh, and my question was, I have two questions. One, what did you think that egg was? And two, what the fuck were you planning on doing with it? Oh, and number three, who? Oh, I guess they're working for the
Yeah,
circus.
you know
so
who they are.
I figured it out.
There's a good chance you know these clowns specifically.
Yeah.
You're
I've
talking
seen
to,
that-
You're
I've
talking to
seen that-
Bonko right now.
Bonko.
Yeah, Bonko the clown.
I've seen that red nose before.
We were offered a big score if we could nab it. You know, someone said they're gonna pay the boss, and we had to get it out of here.
What was it supposed to be?
They just said to break in and take the egg.
All right, so you're taking orders from the fucking Easter Bunny. I got it.
It's around that time you hear the police pulling up outside.
And I want to reach into my hat, grab the egg, because now that we know that it's useless, and the police show up, I point at the guy on the ground. Oh, also I go and make the saw go away. And then I point at the guy on the ground, and I was like, they were trying to steal this.
I should be clear. You hear the police outside. They have not come in yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, then before the cops even get there, I snap my fingers and make the saw blade disappear.
Yeah.
And then once the cops do arrive, I want to immediately point and snitch and going, they did this. They were trying to steal this egg.
All right, Alex, what are you thinking about doing?
I'm what state is Highwind in again? I'm trying to
You are in
Oh,
Robert froze.
everything froze.
No, we're still good. Oh, nope, it was just Robert.
Yep.
Oh, okay, because y'all froze for me. You're in Michigan.
Okay. I was like, I wanted to say, I was like, I'm not close to, like, I wouldn't know any of these people.
No.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how often you're coming into contact with street officers anyway.
No, I was thinking, she's from Rhode Island. If they were in Rhode Island, it's small.
Oh, it's small area. Yeah.
Did I end up doing the? I know at some point I talked about taking the attractive trait on this character, and I do not remember if I did or not.
Say that again.
I remember we talked about me taking I did take attractive. Okay.
Okay. Also, do either? Well, you know what? Never mind. Just keep going.
So I was just gonna say put it down by them because they were the ones trying to steal it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're sticking around as the police roll up, and you got a big portly police officer. He's got a baton. You can see a pistol on his hip. He's wearing a blue old-fashioned cop uniform.
I'm like hiding my sling in my pocket.
What's all this here?
And I go, "Oh, officer, thank God you're here. These clowns tried to steal that egg. It was awful."
Well, don't you worry your head nothing about it, pretty little missy.
Pretty little missy.
Yeah.
You can see, like, the cop turns around and then kind of drops for a second where she's like, I hate that I had to do that.
Like, every time he looks away, she's like...
Izzy saw that.
What? Sorry?
I like the idea that maybe Izzy saw that you
Yeah.
dropped the facade for a moment.
Yeah.
The cop turns on you and goes, all right, fancy pants, and who are you?
You think they're fancy?
And I go, he was so brave. He was trying to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta stop crime if you see it, right, officer?
Yeah, leave that to those who are better suited for it, huh, buddy? And he taps you on the chest.
I don't know. This suit looks pretty good. Izzy is a little shit.
He is a little shit.
And then, just to rile him up, I give him a...
Bold choice in 1942.
Yeah, well...
Dangerous.
Gays have always existed, Robert. Don't you erase my history.
I wasn't... That's not what was happening here.
I know they existed, but I also fear what would happen.
But yeah, because there's so many stupid fucking clowns on the ground, he's too distracted with trying to get them all taken into custody. They get a paddy wagon down there and they load them all up. And then that looks like they kind of lead you out of the museum, given that you're not employees or anything.
Yeah. Do I know any? I'm an archaeologist. Like, do I know anyone that works at the museum?
That's a great question. Let's say, um, you have a friend who works there. She's a receptionist. Her name is Eloise Thompson.
Okay, um,
E.T.
sorry.
I just my mind it gave me the initials like E.T. She's actually an alien. Like she's one of she's one of Ruby.
She's one of Ruby.
She's one of Ruby.
So stupid.
Until all the lines match.
Because I got really thrown off by Bicop.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I assume we're gonna go past the receptionist desk, right?
Well, I should say, sorry. You know what? Maybe I wasn't clear about this. The museum is closed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was like after hours. Like we're talking. It's probably like 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe if she's not there, I'll hit her up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It is the 1940s. Like no one has a cell phone.
They do
Nah.
not.
We still have
I'm
carrier
sorry.
pigeons.
home to
When did they
ring
go
or get
extinct?
payphone.
Was that the 20s?
What?
So I was like, do we still have carrier pigeons? When did they go extinct? Was that the 20s?
I mean, carrier
they
pigeons
would've
still exist
existed.
now.
Yeah.
Did we bring them back?
I think
What?
carrier pigeons were used during World War II, though, like as like
Yeah.
a specific thing.
Yeah.
Like no, they absolutely were. I'm watching All Creatures Great and Small. They're
Yeah.
using carrier pigeons.
So, but I don't think most people were
However-
using them, given the fairly robust telephone and mail system.
Yeah. However, carrier pigeons work by they go home. So unless I took one of Ella Louise's pigeons and sent her a message.
Pigeon snatcher.
That's her real hero name. So what are the two of you doing then?
In that case, as soon as we go out,
Rachel is laughing at a member of Ruby Kind from Claude.
That's fair. Claude
so
Clipping's so funny in the chat.
Yeah.
so he let us outside, so we're outside now.
Yeah, you're outside.
Are we by ourselves, or are we still like the cops are all around us?
I mean, it was just 2 cops.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, I kind of want to
I
like.
guess 3 because they called in
like-
someone for them to load him into a paddy wagon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then in that case, I kind of want to like nudge Ruby, like.
I'm not Ruby.
Fuck me. I want to like kind of elbow Alex a little bit to like kind of like nod, like follow me, and so that way, like when we go over, and then we go around the side of the building.
Yeah.
And to start, I want to say, anyway, thanks for your help. I kind of got myself into a little bit of a situation there. Those guys are some, I wouldn't say friends any longer, but at least some acquaintances of mine. And I got 2 ideas. One that I really don't want to do would be kind of tracking down the old posse, or he said the Grant family. So I might want to look into them. And we're already a help tonight. You want to tag along?
Sure, I'm always up for adventure, but you do realize there's a difference between acquaintance and enemy, right?
Well, it's complicated.
That's fair. And I go, yeah, Malice. I also was because I was there to like track down because I knew people were going after a magic item, right?
Right, exactly.
And I was like, yeah, I'm an archaeologist. I heard people were going to try to steal an artifact. I cannot let this happen.
I must protect the artifact.
I must protect the artifact. Unless I'll make her a little more. It's like unless the artifact is going back home, it should not just go with random people.
So in that case, I want to try the Grant family first. See if we can find out what this artifact is supposed to be. Oh yeah, you are
robot-y as shit.
Robot-y and a completely. Oh, there you go. Now you're back. I was like, you were a completely stationary picture, but nope, can't hear you, bud. Oh, nope. Now your voice is just desynced from your video.
Yep. What?
I'm all right with that.
Oh, okay.
We can hear you. It looks like you're dubbing badly over yourself.
Yeah.
So anyway, I could not hear what you were saying previously.
We basically was kind of like
should we go see what the Grant family knows?
Yeah, it was a TLDR. My backstory is complicated. Want to go check out the Grant family with me? Thanks.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Yeah, let's go do that. I'm wondering, is there any the Grant family? They're a fancy family. Are there any chance they're like at any kind of party or something like that tonight?
Nothing you'd be aware of.
AKA we're
Done.
poor.
Yeah. Actually, no. I don't think Alex.
No?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could pick. I was gonna say you could pick up a newspaper and check that
Yeah.
out. I was saying there's a couple things you could do to investigate that.
Okay,
that
I
lead
am
further.
going to see if I think we just have that like Alex is somewhat like her family is well off, right?
Right.
So like
Oh, if
little
I were
bit
to
of-
look up Alex Rhodes, her family's name's in blue on Wikipedia.
no, because it's a code name. Williamson, however,
Sonoma?
no, I
Now,
just
see,
need the
normally
pot.
I'd give out a hero point for such things.
Wait, why are we not getting hero points tonight? Why not normally?
All right, fine. You can each have a hero point.
Yay!
I'll take it.
Would there be like would I know like what's going on in the society pages is what I was asking though.
Roll me an investigation check. That's what I'm gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna retroactively determine if you read the paper this morning.
Finding out right now if Alex is literate.
I rolled a 17 and then I have a 6 in investigation.
Ooh, she at least loves the family circus.
Jesus Christ. The family circus definitely didn't exist in the 40s, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, Dan can figure that out. That's hard information.
Okay,
to know.
17 plus 6 would so that's a 23. Would my eidetic memory come into play for this?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be plus 5 is 28.
Yeah, you will
1960.
Damn.
Yeah, you check your watch and you realize that there was some kind of dinner event going on, but you believe it probably would be getting out about now.
Okay.
You also know that you have work very early in the morning.
Look, she's annoyed about the fact she got I think she got constricted into like being a telephone operator, right?
Yeah, so she has been conscripted into the Army, Women's Corps of the Army as a telephone operator, communications specialist.
It's important work, but I already had a thing I was doing. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna say she has like a nice coat. I guess what time of year is it?
It's gonna be May. Sorry, that wasn't on purpose, but
I'm not from the Northeast. Would it be cold?
I take away a hero point from you.
I mean it's spring weather, so I would say you'd probably have a light jacket.
Okay, I'm gonna put like a nice thing and
It's not
see
the
if
perfect date, but
Jesus, pull like the jacket on and see if I could be like outside where that dinner event was. Am I nearby that?
Say that again.
I would have like put on like a nice jacket and then kind of see if I could just be outside where that dinner event is getting out.
Okay. Yeah. So you hail a taxi, I assume, with Isaiah in tow.
Luckily, he's already wearing a suit.
Yeah, he's already fancy.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you pull up outside this event and you see some people coming out. You see
I just want to know if you had made this later in the night, I was going to be like, she puts on a nice dress, but you made it too soon to do that.
Yeah, and you see an older gentleman who you believe might be Stanley Grant, and he is flanked by what looks to be a bodyguard as he walks to his car.
Okay, have I ever met Stanley Grant before?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fairly new to Highwind, so you don't really have much in the way of contacts here.
Okay. I'm going to try. How do I play this? And I go.
And also, I should say that, Izzy, you don't know who you're looking for. You don't.
Okay.
You don't know
Okay,
what
yes,
these guys
I'll just follow
Yeah,
your lead on this.
I'm
actually
sure
know who it
she
is.
explained to you on the way,
Yeah.
like what you're trying to do, but like you don't
Miss,
know what this person looks like.
Because I was like, do we just follow him? But I was like, I don't think we actually think he did anything sus.
No, I just want more information on
Yeah.
what the artifact might have
Yeah.
been, or if he still has it.
Um,
Yeah, I just think he's a fucking rich fucker. So that's crime enough.
I'm gonna say I have like some kind of notebook, and I'm kind of hope he thinks I'm an attractive reporter. And I go up and say, "Oh, Mr. Grant, did you hear about the break-in at whatever that museum is called?"
History Museum of Highwind.
Yeah. So did you hear about the break-in at the History Museum of Highwind earlier tonight?
And his bodyguard kind of steps in between you and goes, "No one gets near Mr. Grant." and he taps the bodyguard on the arm. That's fine. Let them through. I'm sorry. I'm not aware of any break-in. What would that have to do with me?
Oh,
and I should say that Mr. Grant is probably in his like mid-60s.
Okay.
He's,
so he's not like he's older, but he's not like elderly.
I mean, he's significantly older than your character.
Yeah, that I was like he's not like a decrepit old man. He's just like he looks more like George Clooney. Not.
Well, you gotta also remember it was the '40s, so this is like pretty. He's probably a little more decrepit than a 60-year-old these days.
That's fair.
But he's got money, so that kind of balances things out.
Yeah, and I go. It's like it looks like they were going after what was the thing called?
Some egg. I don't think did we get a name? I just know it was like an egg.
Yeah, no, you did not get the name.
It seemed like they were going after an artifact that was donated by your family. It looked like some kind of golden egg.
And he looks a little taken aback by that, and he says, "I see. Yes, I am unaware. I will have to make some calls to the museum. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Ms.
Miss Rhodes.
Miss Rhodes. And your friend here. Hello.
Hey there. Just tagging along. Hope that's okay. Sorry to intrude.
Are you with a different paper?
Nope. Just a friend. We were just out and about, and she spotted you, and she, plucky reporter. She wanted to get a soundbite.
Roll a deception check.
Yep.
This is the 40s. What soundbite?
I don't fucking know. Word bite.
It
I guess
did,
they had no way of recording things probably on the get-go.
If I was recording something,
Dan's entire job would have been carrying any kind of audio equipment.
Right.
I have a notebook. I'm clearly for a newspaper.
So it's an 8 and an 8 modifier, so 16. And if that is not okay, I might be using that hero point I just earned.
Sorry, say that again.
16 altogether.
Up to you.
Oh, you bitch. Nope, we're gonna tough it out.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives you a sort of unknown look. He smiles very politely towards you, Alex, and says, "Well, I hope that the story bears fruit for you. I will, like I said, look into this on my own. Who's your editor?"
Oh,
Actually, he should say, which paper are you with? Is it one I own?
And I go, "Oh, no, I'm new to town, trying to get stories to try and hopefully get with one of the newspapers. You put in a good word with one of the ones you own."
Well, yes. Do you have?
You're attractive. Flash a boob.
Jesus Christ! It's the 40s. That shit gets you arrested.
Well, depending on who you do it to.
And he says, "Well, do you have a number I may contact you at?"
Sure. I give him that comb number.
All right.
I assume I have I have a phone. I assume
at a minimum, there's got to be at least a phone. Like if you're in an apartment building, there's a phone like at the in a common space. But presumably, I think you probably have your own. Depends on how well your family's treating you.
Yeah. Well, they're probably like, "Oh, thank God she's not traipsing around Europe and like going through like archaeological digs. This is better than we could ever imagined."
He takes your number and bids you goodbye, and the bodyguard kind of puffs his chest out before he gets in the car to drive him away.
Okay, and as that happens, I want to quickly turn to Alex and say, "I have an idea. Do you trust me?"
No, but might as well.
She just met me. That's a very fair response. I would have been a little worried if she said yes.
Yeah. But no, but like I'm up for some fun.
Mm-hmm. So I have teleport. I can move 60 feet carrying 400 pounds. I want to teleport us into the trunk of the car.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. So you're gonna go into the trunk of his car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I want to hear.
You're
I
in
want
the
to.
trunk for a while. You kind of slosh back and forth from place to place. There's some stuff in the trunk too, which is kind of like not
Are we in a trunk or a fucking Nalgene bottle? What are we sloshing around in?
I just mean like when he turns, like you go sliding
okay,
one
yeah,
way,
yeah.
and when he turns the other way, you go sliding the other way. This is not a place meant to hold passengers.
Yeah, no shit.
Roll me a
This
tough.
trunk
both
is
of you
filled
roll me a
with bear
toughness
traps
check.
today.
You can roll me a toughness check.
Yeah.
Oh God, what the fuck is in the trunk? I'm a little tough. That's a 13. What's my toughness?
I got a nat 20.
6. I have a 19.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. It was literally I made it. It was a DC 15. I was like, you know what?
What would have been in there?
Not what?
Just
Who?
something-
Jesus.
No, I just meant something fucking heavy would probably like smash into. Again, this is trunks also weren't that big.
40. There's just a ton of alcohol back there.
He's a bootlegger. That's how the family has money.
Rachel, do you want to tell him?
What?
Oh wait, maybe I have my time frame wrong.
Bootlegger? Oh, 100% alcohol is illegal at this time. It's legal. When do you think the prohibition was?
I was trying to figure out when was it repealed. I could have sworn it was.
In the 30s, right?
Oh yeah, it says the 20s to the 33.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty sure that by now you don't need bootlickers.
No. He said bootleggers. I think I just didn't miss it, and then I analyzed. I was like, no, alcohol is completely legal at this point.
I don't know dates.
That's not fair.
No, this isn't true because Laserhawk or Brock Malaya wouldn't have made it.
That's why we have Ruby now, so we can get around the prohibition laws. We just shake her like a magic 8-ball, and whatever liquor pops out, that's the night.
Jax is an illegal speakeasy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Can we do an AU that is just prohibition was never appealed?
Everybody's just trying to have a good time.
Somehow, everything
all
else
right,
is the same, but it's like the only difference is you have to go to you have to go past a bookcase to get to Jax.
Yeah. But now I'm imagining it's just like a storefront, but with a bookcase instead of a door.
No one actually gives a shit if you drink.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're going around, and then the car eventually you go up. You feel like you're going up a bit of a hill, and eventually you.
So can we hear anything while we're in this car?
No, the engine's way too loud.
Yeah, I thought about that after we got in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, the old cars were kind of like.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the car comes to a stop. You hear the parking brake. And then you hear the doors open, and then moments later you hear them close.
And then once they're a safe distance away, I want to eel our way out of the trunk.
Yeah, you hear a clip, clap, clip, clap as they walk.
Can we
away.
teleport?
Aren't they horses?
Yes.
That's the fucking secret cap. They're centaurs.
Actually, that prohibition verse. It's weirdly Percy Jackson verse.
So what were you asking me before we got distracted by the
Oh, can we
By the hooves.
Can we teleport out of here?
That's I guess.
Oh yeah, we got in there that way. We really could just teleport away back out.
They didn't have the safety feature to let yourself out of the trunk.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, okay. And I was like, so then I want to.
They were pro kidnapper at that time.
Imagine if he had rolled a nat 1 and got knocked out by the toughness check.
And then you were just trapped in this trunk in my fucking unconscious body.
Oh my god, wake up!
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the stream. And then they
All right,
died
so
in the trunk.
You teleport out, and you are in a pretty substantially large garage. And you, when you look out the window, you can see that you're like a bit above the city now, kind of looking down at it.
Okay.
And you can see you're kind of at like his what appears to be his kind of mansion estate.
Okay.
Can I? God, I guess I want to spy on them.
Yeah.
How
Can
stealthy
we
are you?
see? Let me see. What is my stealth?
I don't know.
+3.
He says
But-
this out loud. I don't know. You're magic. Can you turn invisible?
No, but I can do some things. My question. So we're in a garage. What?
Claude.
Oh, suffocated in the truck next to a magical twink. What? No, and then all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you said we're in a garage. You said.
Correct.
Okay. Can we? 2 questions. One, can I hear any sounds on either like the door leading inside or like leading out of the garage?
No, not currently.
Okay. Then in that case,
or not that you can't hear anything, but like you listen and there's no like you're
no noise.
From the sound
Okay.
of people or anything, you don't hear anything or animals.
Then I want to go outside and see if I can't see because I mean it was like an early dinner thing.
Right. So by now,
and
by the time you get how long you've been in the car is probably like 9:30.
Okay, so yeah, that was my hope is like that it was dark. So I want to see if I can't see like what lights are on in the house to see like where people are.
Gotcha. You can see the main foyer is lit. You can see what looks to be a bedroom up on the 2nd floor, and possibly with some kind of like reading room or library room on the 1st floor.
Okay. Then I want to say to Alex, I'm kind of want to do like a come here motion, and then like once she gets closer, I want to say the lights are on in the foyer. Let's check there first.
Okay.
And like I want to run like outside, so like we're not in the house yet. I just want to see what we can see through the windows.
Okay. I would like to try and do this stealthily.
We also have the cover of night to help us.
Yes.
Both of you roll a stealth check. I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus.
Nat 20, motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Well, good for you.
Of course, there's already a +2, so.
I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll.
I believe that takes you down to 0. And Dan, have you used
No,
both
no,
of yours?
I haven't used any.
No, you gave us both of us one.
Yeah. Didn't you use? Isn't this your second one?
No,
Okay.
I didn't use one, right?
I don't remember.
Back me up, chat.
All right. Well, I'm gonna mark this off on my sheet here then.
Okay.
So that's we got 1 for.
Jesus Christ.
And Dan, did you use one earlier?
I haven't used any.
All right,
Okay,
we got
so
2, and then we got
because I
1.
used the hero point to re-roll, I get
If it's 10 or
plus
below,
10.
you get to add 10 to it.
Okay, so that would make the roll 12 because I rolled a 2.
Jesus.
Is
They're
that better than you
all-
did before?
Nope. Well, 12 is.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yep. Thank you, Claude. Yes, I have 12 hero points. And then my stealth is +6.
Okay.
Then you said we get +2, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that'd be a unnatural 20.
All right. And what was yours, Dan?
Also, this dice is going in jail too.
All right.
I got a nat 20, and then I have a +3, and then the +2 from you, so 25.
25. All right. You look in the door or in the window, and you can see the bodyguard from earlier, who's kind of leaned up against a chair. Looks like he's reading a book
He's just by himself.
at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, unimportant. From the foyer, where is that room upstairs? Is it like directly
so
above
if
the
you're, like,
foyer? Do we
looking
have to go
straight- if you're
down?
looking straight at the house, like the foyer is the entranceway. The bedroom is 2nd floor all the way, like on the left, and then the reading room is 1st floor, a little bit on the right from the foyer.
Okay. I want to say to Alex, hey, trust me one more time. We might get some info.
Sure, tonight's already been weird enough.
Okay, so then I want to hustle us to the side where we're under the bedroom that has the light on, and I have levitation. So
Okay.
I want to levitate her up in the air so she can look through the window and see what's going on in there.
Sorry, so you're gonna levitate her?
Yeah.
So I was imagining we were gonna like Clark Kent, Lois Lane levitate up, and then I was like, no, just me flying. Like,
Well, it says it's levitation move object. So I don't. Huh?
Okay.
What'd you say, RC?
If she's not resisting, I'm gonna let you use it on her.
Yeah.
Okay, I just the way I was reading it was that like I could levitate something else
You can't levitate yourself. Yeah.
I mean, unless I like put something under my feet and levitated that object, like Magneto does.
Well, no, you can. Yeah, you can levitate it. You can levitate a person.
Okay. And it says for my max is 200 pounds, and from the drawing, I don't think that Alex Rhodes is 200 pounds, so I think I can lift her. And yes,
Fairly
we are
heavy gun.
literally
Yeah.
we're literally objectifying her.
So yeah, Alex, I imagine your legs are kind of kicking in the air as you go up. How are you feeling at the moment?
She's sturdy. She's thick.
And I'm like, and I go, this is new.
Yeah. Have you ever flown in a plane before?
And they go, yes, I was in Europe. How do you think I got there?
Boat.
I went boat, but like, I
think
They're
boat
good.
actually would have been the more common way to get there back then
Yes.
for most civilians.
True, but I'm also going to remote locations to do archaeology.
That's fair. That makes more sense then.
Like,
So this is kind of like the last time you were in a plane and you accidentally lost altitude too fast. It feels a
Yeah.
little like that.
yes, every time she's in a plane, it's the 40s. Like,
So yeah, but you float on up and you see Stanley Grant, the older gentleman. He is kind of looks like he's brushing his teeth, getting ready for bed. He's
okay.
wearing a
These
bathrobe.
people are lame. I was wanting some tea.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see like if there's anything he's working on, anything he's doing?
He is not. No, like I said, all he's doing is like for the little bit of time I'm going to say you're up there. I'm assuming you're not just going to be suspended in the air for a long extended period. That he is just like looks like an old man getting ready for bed.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do this, which is I genuinely have no idea if this would make sense for her to know this. I'm gonna do the thumbs down, which is like a lower B, going down for scuba diving. Fun fact.
I don't think the Grand Malenko would know that, but he gets the idea. I think.
Yeah. Fun fact: if you're saying yes in scuba diving, you have to do like the OK symbol because this means up.
Makes sense.
Like that means that we need to go up.
I mean, they could just point, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a scuba-er.
I think
if
you
thumb
want
down is down, it would make sense. The
thumbs up is up, and also you just want universal signals because you can't fucking talk because you've got a breathing apparatus in. Yeah.
Anyway, so you're gonna put.
Also,
down,
yes, Rachel's a scuba diving license. Fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I got it when I was 10. I lived in Guam.
So you land.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Then.
Yeah.
And then, where is there any? You said there was like a drawing room that was had a light on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get
bet it's the wife.
And I'm like, yeah, that old man is getting ready for bed. Like,
yeah.
And it's at this time you hear the front door open and you see the bodyguard. He's coming around. Looks like he's doing some kind of rounds.
I like to hide.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Unless
you want to do something else.
Yeah, while she
hides in the bushes.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb bitch. I was really about to say, like, I use my power to levitate a stone to go over this, but like, I could just throw it.
Why?
No, not to hit him, but to be like make a noise that way. And then
okay.
All right, roll a deception check then.
Do I still get a bonus for it being dark?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do the same +2.
Okay, so then an unnatural 20 again.
So was that? Yeah. So far, knock on my
this
dice
time
tower.
I actually rolled a 12 instead of having to use a hero point to get there.
I got a 17, and then you said deception plus 8, 25.
25. Yeah. You toss this stone, and he pulls out a flashlight. He clicks it on. He starts like walking over in that direction. What are you doing?
On the as I'm running the other way, so he doesn't see me. I want to try to look in that window on my way.
Are you following along, Alex?
Yeah. Still trying to stay stealth, though.
Yeah. As you're running over
the
there,
Pink Panther music is playing, and she's like,
I was gonna say you see a younger man. He's older. He looks a little older than you, but not too much older than you.
Okay.
And he's it looks like he's in the library, kind of.
Do I recognize this man as one of the Grants?
Yes, I will say you do. It is Franklin Grant, who is Stanley's son.
Okay.
I should say his second son.
What happened to the first one?
It's World War II. He's probably at
I would
war.
say Alex would actually know this. Yeah, he is currently overseas.
Okay.
Fighting Nazis. Like that's where he's at.
All right.
Collecting Nazi scalps.
Yeah.
He gets one for that. All right.
And you would
So-
describe. And I would
Actually, then
describe,
why is this kid here?
The younger Franklin. He's a pretty frail-looking guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why he's not there.
Yeah, he's got Steve Rogers disease.
Yeah.
Which
Would
is
Steve
also
Oh
Rogers-
God,
as
he
being
has a bad
sickly-
case of twink.
I was gonna say sickly and poor is really what he's got, but he's not poor, which is odd for his family.
Wait, who changed their name?
We'll never know now.
I
Reveal
literally
yourself, or I'll kick you.
I don't know who you are. But I appreciate
I'm
it.
assuming it's Claude, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I also think it's Claude. If you're not Claude, you've got to defend.
You have to tell us, otherwise that's entrapment.
So anyway, so you recognize him as you're running by. Where are you running?
I was just trying to get away from Homeboy doing his rounds. Does he look like he's doing anything suspicious?
He's just examining. As far as you can tell, he's just examining the books in the library.
Oh, okay. Well, this is kind of coming up as a dud.
Yeah. I don't work in the morning. God damn it.
And you
They're
gotta get back
not
to
all
town now, too.
winners. Well, you can steal his car, I guess.
Don't
No, that's
do
really
that.
loud.
Should teleport me far away enough I can get a cab.
Well, I can teleport 60 feet at a time, so we can just like plum, 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 plum.
Yeah. Can I tell what Franklin is reading?
He hasn't pulled anything off the shelves. He's just kind of looking at the books at the moment.
Can I still hidden? Can I just watch him for a second?
Number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's spy.
Yeah. Is
Roll
there
a
anything?
perception check.
Okay, that was my next question. The dice are not friendly tonight. This one I don't think will get me hurt if I roll badly though, so we're gonna keep that. Okay, 16.
16. You recognize that he is reaching for what looks to be sort of a family, a history of his family, like a book about the history of his family.
Oh, he's got a report due at school.
Again, he looks.
How old
older
is
than
he?
You.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know. That's why it was a joke. I was expecting.
This is not a Billy Madison situation.
Oh God.
So yeah, he sits down and he looks very serious as he's looking through this book.
Oh, he looks serious. Like, in what way?
In a very, I don't know, stern and serious manner.
I don't know. I'm trying to get something out of this shit.
See Dan. I should. You know what? I'm gonna be straightforward with you. What you want is for him to be doing something extra super sus that's very obvious.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to him in order to find out anything.
Well, yeah, I showed up at his compound of a house, and then let's
or not
like
even
knock
just
on the
talking about, like,
glass.
what you want to do is you want to gather information at no risk to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously.
Fucking chat. God damn it, God.
It's annoying that I'm not going to Gen Con.
Me either.
Wow, having an Alex Rhodes meetup without Alex Rhodes.
Rude.
Fucking fakers.
Also, just genuinely rude that Gen Con is the same weekend as Star Trek Las Vegas every year.
And my birthday every year.
Obviously, the answer is to go to Origins.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it Origins that's on my birthday?
Anyway,
I
doesn't
don't-
matter. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
I want to see if I can like wait around long enough to see if he goes to bed and I can look at the book. That's the like. I feel like let's go into the house. I'm getting arrested. So. And it's just like, hello, I'm here now.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, again, you did kind of say before that you have to figure out how you're getting back to town, and you got to work in the morning. So
Okay,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe
I
we should reconvene in the morning. I have to do a shift.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a job, but other than whenever I choose to do my magic. But if I forgot about the whole 9 to 5 thing, sorry for keeping you out so long.
I usually am an archaeologist. The military literally made me take a job.
um, how
Um,
I don't think Izzy would be a supporter of the military, and by that I mean because I'm playing him.
uh,
So,
I at this,
canon or not,
at this time he might be just because they're like, well, you're like the military specifically like what we joined because there's like fascism in Europe.
I mean, he's very much opposed to fascism.
Yeah.
um,
Wait, why do we want a hot dog?
4th of July.
Oh,
Well, actually, wait, no. Gen Con is that named after Jennifer Connelly. I was thinking Jennifer Coolidge. So...
yeah. That's
Anyway, we're getting distracted by the.
and I
chat.
love that it wasn't even Jennifer Coolidge. That you specifically referenced the Legally Blonde line, not just Jennifer Coolidge saying she wants a hot dog.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. And I go, yeah, let's just reconvene in the morning.
Yeah, I think that's the best
And
bet.
I
Just kind of came
ask,
up
"Could you
empty. Sorry for
teleport?"
dragging you out.
And I go, can you teleport me somewhere I can grab a cab?
Yeah, let's I'll kind of like pop us down the road a little bit until we can find a way to hail a cab.
Yeah, we'll say there happens to be a cab. We're pretty far out of town, but maybe this one's on its way back from dropping someone off.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting in the cab with her?
Yeah.
I go, where do you live?
I'll just go into town with you, and then I can find my way back. You don't have to worry about me. I got you into this mess. Yeah, I am the problem.
Yeah. I get back to, I assume it's the 40s. I assume I'm staying in like an apartment where it's all other women, and how dare you bring a man into this establishment?
Well, again, that depends. If you think that you're staying in like kind of a non-co-ed space like that.
I would assume that's just like where that nice families go send their daughters to live if they're not living with them.
That makes sense. So yeah, so you go back to your apartment. Yeah.
I do say I was like, I'm gonna use the last name Connolly. I was like, Mrs. Connolly will literally murder you if you come into this apartment. Do not come in.
And we'll say it turns out actually, you, Izzy, are staying with your friend Vincent Hayes, who's not too far away from there.
Oh, okay. Is he a friend or like a friend?
That's up to you.
Okay.
He's a fellow traveler, perhaps.
A fellow traveler.
Traveler?
Sounds like it wants to be a slur. Did you see that guy? He's such a traveler.
They were roommates. They traveled together.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm just making that up. I could have sworn. Oh, there was a show called Fellow Travelers about a
Yeah, I thought
it was a phrase.
TV show, my dude.
I thought it was like actually a phrase. I figured that's where the title came from.
It's not like Friend of Dorothy.
He said traveler with a hard R.
Anyway.
Oh God.
I see what you did there, Callan.
Okay, I guess I go to sleep, get as much sleep as I can before I have to be up to do operator work in the morning.
All right. And when you get in the morning, roll me a fortitude check. Let's see how well you slept.
I was also planning on coming in with just being like, give me coffee.
That's fair.
Oh, maybe this does lift me a little more. Okay, I rolled a 16, which is going to be to a 21.
All right, yeah, you're fine then.
Maybe I do this kind of shit a lot.
It's not the most comfortable bed you've ever slept in, but it does the trick.
I am.
And
drinking a bunch of
when
coffee.
You got in, Miss Connolly was up waiting for you, and she kind of, didn't say anything, but just had a very tisk-tisk mood about her. And she handed you some mail. You received a few letters.
Anything relevant to what we're doing right now?
No, just a couple from your family and a couple from some other people.
I guess because I know this information, even though it's not on my character sheet. Anything from her fiance?
Oh, see, I wasn't sure if you wanted to reveal that. So
Yeah.
yes, it does include one from your fiance.
Okay. I figured at some point, if we wrote it into her character background, we should probably reveal it at some point.
Her
Yeah, that makes
fiance
sense.
conveniently has the last name Rickard.
No.
No, she does not have the last name Rickard.
Lame.
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna say his name was not in this character sheet, by the way. RC, do you have that written down anywhere? I
Yeah,
remember the
yeah,
last
just
name and
thinking
not the
about that.
first.
Yeah, same. I'll send it to you in a message real quick. That being said, yeah. And then Izzy, what do you say when you get home? Vincent is just making some tea.
Making some chamomile to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that.
A
little hard to come by these days, but he's got some.
Then I want to come inside. I mean, I'm still kind of, granted, like it took a little bit to get back into town, but I'm still kind of amped up. I got to like go on a little adventure and fight some bad guys today. So I want to like come in with a spring in my step and like tell Vincent all about what happened with the clowns, and then immediately tell him about my crimes of breaking into this compound that belongs to these rich people. And then I'm gonna hook up with Vincent and then go to sleep because I can wake up late.
And he's just, before you get to hooking up, he's just like, Izzy, you gotta be careful. You keep having to move around. You told me, and also you said, you've been trying to get away from these guys. So just, you said they're kind of dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, whatever this egg thing is and what power they think it might have. If this is the fake, I want to, 1, find the real one, and 2, not let it fall into their hands.
All right, well, whatever you think is best. And then we fade on out.
Yeah.
And then, the next morning, I'll say that you both see in the news, leader of Reinhardt Circus, dispels rumors of involvement with last night's heist.
In what way?
That's just kind of what the headline, like basically the article goes on to say, like, he denies that it has any affiliation with him. Like, those were clowns that he didn't even that they were just hired when they got into town here. No real affiliation.
Not all clowns know each other.
Yes, all clowns.
I don't know Ronald McDonald.
Because he doesn't exist yet.
That's what we're calling the clowns now, friends of Ronald.
So yeah, you see that in the news. There's a bit more about the break-in itself. X number of dollars of damage, et cetera, et cetera. Museum will take states they'll take more stringent security measures.
Does the article mention me or Izzy?
It notes that it refers to you as 2 museum patrons intervened, or that not even that you intervened, that you were caught in the crossfire.
Okay.
Cool. As far as saying like low key, that's better for me.
I say you didn't talk to any reporters, so
yeah.
No, we pretended to be one.
Yeah.
Is there any little tidbit that we can glean from the newspaper that would give us like anything to go on, seeing as how like we didn't really get any info from that, or like a place to go?
Gotcha. I mean, it mentions that the that the display that was broken was on loan from the Franklin estate, the Grant estate.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really, say much about, where the original is stored.
How much time do I have before I have to go to work?
Oh, I assumed you were already at work.
Okay, I'm already at work. I don't know how 1940s telephone work. Can I use the operator thing to call someone?
Let's say yeah. You know the right wires to cross so that you can.
Okay, I want to
make your own
call
calls.
what's her name? Eleanor?
Eloise Thompson.
Eloise Thompson.
Correct.
I only remembered E.T.
Yeah, that's how I
You
just
got
got that name back.
Eloise Thompson. I've been rewatching The Good Place, so my mind went Eleanor.
I gotcha.
I would like to try and give a call to Eloise Thompson.
Oh my God, Alex, how's it going?
Okay, Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
Then you hear because you just hear her trying to like blend into people don't know she's taking a personal call, like, hello, operator. I've been waiting.
You're at work.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Sheffield.
Big hubbubaloo at the museum last night.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had any extra information about that. Does she know that I was the one there?
I mean, I would assume not. You didn't contact her or anything.
Okay, and I go, yeah, so fun story. I was one of the 2 patrons.
Oh my God.
How are you doing a Fran Drescher deadpan?
Because I'm really summoning my John Mulaney.
Yes, also, before Janice and Friends is doing a Fran Drescher impression.
Yeah.
As far as how I want to do it back, even though it makes no sense for her to just have this accent at work. Niles.
So anyway.
And I go, yeah, but it was crazy. Is there anything you could tell me about that exhibit? Why were they going after that?
Oh yeah, the golden egg. It's real neat. I always thought it was real pretty looking. Yeah, I got a call actually this morning from Mr. Grant. I had to get him in touch with the head of the museum.
Yeah, it was Stanley Grant?
Yeah. He had all kinds of questions. I was listening through the door.
Good.
I was
Good
listening
job.
through the door.
Good job.
A girl after my own heart.
Yeah, what kind of questions did he have?
Oh, he just wanted to know about the security, and he wanted to know if there was something about if it could link back to him. Yeah, and I think he said something about, something about the storage. Somewhere that apparently he gave the original to the museum, and it's being stored somewhere safe. I don't really know much about it.
Ooh,
okay.
So the museum still has it.
The museum has the original.
Yeah,
okay.
It doesn't. It didn't sound like it's at the museum itself. The director was real specific. Like, that it wasn't in the museum.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you so much. And
yeah, you're welcome. When are you coming over for dinner?
Oh, hopefully, I was hoping to catch you when I was at the museum yesterday, but then so we'll try to break in. So, a lot going on.
All right. Well, don't be a stranger. I gotta get back to work.
Okay. Have fun at work, and I probably should get back to work too. Okay. And then she hangs up and go, "Hello, operator."
Every time you talk to her, it's just like for a little while you gotta.
Yeah. Here's the thing: I was already planning to do that voice as a joke when I did the operator thing, and then you started it, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Sorry. I'm sorry to steal that thunder from you.
I was like, "Oh no, the one." Hey, I'm the Jewish person. I should be able to do the Fran Drescher impression. A fun fact: my brother's 23rd birthday was a '90s theme party, and I came dressed as Fran Drescher.
I'm not shocked by this information whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have that thought when I wrote the name Eloise Thompson. I was like, she's definitely gonna have like the Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
Which makes that extra funny.
Contagious.
So you get that call. And I'll say when you wake up in the morning, Izzy, it's probably noon for you.
Noon is good.
Yeah, Vincent's already been up for a little while. He's got some breakfast ready for you.
He put out and made breakfast? Hell yeah, Vincent. My boy.
He says, and I made a few calls while you were sleeping. I can't believe you didn't wake up.
I guess you wore me out.
And he gives you a little wink. And he says, so, you said something about a golden egg, so I started calling around and asked a little bit about that. Buddy of mine, who's a little less than reputable, said that there had been someone asking for a crew to get a golden egg.
Huh.
Yeah, they're based
And
out of one of the old abandoned subway stations. They
of course they have abandoned subway stations.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's Highland City. There's a lot of
I,
subways.
I,
It's
yeah.
It's Highwind. The underground had to start somewhere.
So, but yeah, so it looks like, they were asking around and offered a pretty good sum. My guys didn't trust him, so they didn't take him up on it, but it sounds like your clown buddies may have.
The who did they say who was putting out the hit on this egg?
They didn't get like any names or anything, just that it was a crew based or it was someone who was based out of that area.
Okay. Any other chatter? Do we know when they might be making another attempt?
No, nothing like that, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I can get you the address for that subway station if you want to maybe run that down.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do that. I am also want to get back in touch with the girl that I was with yesterday and see if she might want to reconvene and try to get some more intel after work.
Sure.
Can I just say, in respect, that I did also give him the phone number to the apartment that I'm staying at?
Yeah. Did you? I'd say there's the real question. Did you, Izzy, give Alex your phone number at Vincent's?
Oh yeah, she seemed. I mean, she let me float her through the air. She's earned the phone number.
Yeah.
Teleport her. I de-atomized her and re-atomized her and fucking floated her through the air. Homegirl can get my phone number.
But Space Cadet doesn't even exist yet. She has no concept of that idea. Even that's how early this shit is.
So yeah. So then you have each other's phone numbers then.
Mm-hmm. So then, in that case, I want to call and leave a message for her with whoever that lady, that scary lady, and ask her to meet at my house after she's done work. Or I'm going to ask her where she works and then go to her work. Cut out the middleman.
Miss Coolidge assumes this is a gentleman suitor. Well, I guess that's the real question. Does she know about your fiance?
I would say, yeah. I would say she knows that I'm engaged.
And does she call me the gentleman suitor, or is she saying that to Alex?
She assumes that you're a guy calling, to take her out.
Yeah.
So she gives you the address, but sounds a little disdainful about it.
Can I tell that what she thinks and then go, ma'am, I assure you it is not like that.
Sure, whatever. Yeah, it's none of my business, of course. Goodbye. And she hangs up.
Oh, okay, bitch. Hope your ass sits on a tack.
I love we all just silently agreed. We're like, oh yeah, this is a bitch. This is a bitch.
I was imagining very much the worst parts of Miranda Priestley and most lady landlord characters in women's houses in this.
From the whole conversation, she just goes, "No, you're a whore," and hangs up the phone.
Yeah.
So you meet her, and we'll say that she gets out. You have just enough time. She gets out around 2. Short shift.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then because it was noon, and then I finished my breakfast, gave Vincent a little smooch, and then made my way across town to go meet Alex at her work.
Oh, and then I assume I get out, and I'm like, oh, I was gonna call you. This is more convenient.
Yeah, sorry to show up at your work like this. I got the address from that very lovely house lady that you have.
Oh, she thinks we're going out, doesn't she?
I tried to dissuade her of that notion, but she did not seem to care. So sorry to give you that little fire to put out, but sorry, you're not exactly my type.
Do you want to know the most annoying part? She's met my fiance.
Oh, so she's just a how you say she's a bitch.
In the 40s? Who knows?
I was like, what would they have? I mean, like, yeah, they say
Yeah,
that, but I
they
was like,
would've said that.
what would have been the PC version
Yeah.
of that in the 40s?
A pill.
A
Yeah,
pill?
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the 40s, maybe the bitch might have been used more as female dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Um,
So yeah.
yeah. And so I go and tell him, and I was like, yeah, apparently Mr. Grant went over. I called I have a friend who worked there. She's great. I have to have dinner with her soon. You should come. She's great. She's a great cook.
Hey, food is all I need.
Uh,
But
but
yeah,
apparently the museum is storing the real egg somewhere. Doesn't seem to be on at the museum though.
wait, I thought it was at the museum. It just wasn't on display.
No, they thought it was at a different location.
Oh,
Right?
different. Okay.
Yeah.
The real
Right?
one, not the
Yeah, the real one they think is at
Yeah.
a different location.
Okay. Okay, that's great because I also have a little bit of news. I heard from a friend of a friend that they're still I don't know who it is, but they're still I mean my hold on, let me
Source.
figure out how words work for a moment. um that's great info. That's great info. And I also learned from a friend of a friend that somebody who I believe is still Reinhardt put out another quote unquote hit on this egg. So I think we might have to deal with some more clowns.
Okay.
So we're not the only ones after this thing. Still.
Annoying.
So maybe do we have any idea of where this offsite location is for the museum?
I don't think so, right?
No, nothing from what Eloise gave you.
Can I try looking the society papers again to see what the grants are up to?
No news about them in the paper today.
What about just the phone book? Would they like? I mean, like
Are you trying to
it would
call
say
Grant,
like,
the Grant family?
I
well,
think you call an
no.
operator and ask
Well,
the connect to the grant.
well, yeah, but like in the yellow pages, like it'll have the phone number, but then it also has the address. So I didn't know if there will be like multiple like phone
Oh,
numbers and or addresses for the museum.
I mean, we know where you live. We know where they live.
No, not the
For the
grants, for the
Oh, for
museum.
the museum. I'm kind of assume this location is probably not in the phone book. I mean, we can do that. And actually, I was wondering if maybe we could look and see if we could.
Well, let's go with this. What information are you trying? What information is it that you're specifically trying to get right now?
The location of this offsite place that the museum has, so we can
Yeah.
then. I want to go all full espionage and try to break in.
Okay, all right. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I try rolling that too? See if I can help.
Ooh, okay. This is where I'm going to use one of my hero points.
All right. So,
Okay.
Thank you, God, because that's so much better.
so I believe you're down to 1 and 1 each right now. And I'll give you all another
Yep.
one for that matter.
Ooh, okay. So still 2. And you
Nice.
said this was a what roll?
Investigation.
Oh, fuck me. I have nothing in investigation, but it was a 16. So
Oh, you have
21
literally nothing?
overall.
Like a dash.
yeah, it's just a dash.
That means you actually cannot do that because you're not trained to investigate.
21
So
overall.
we'll switch that to a perception then for you.
Okay, so then dirty 20.
30, 20. And what was yours, Rachel?
21.
21. Let's say then you go and stake out a little bit and watch the director, and you kind of follow him for a little bit as he leaves the museum. And he eventually hails a cab, and you hail your own. You kind of follow him for a little bit, and he goes into what seems to be some kind of warehouse.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to say we get out of the cab a little far away, so maybe looks like we're not going to the exact same location. Then, just this warehouse do they have any windows?
All the ones on the first floor appear to be kind of boarded up.
Are there any windows on the roof?
Like a skylight?
Yes, like a skylight.
You'd have to get up to the roof to find out. There's a ladder.
Funnily enough,
though.
I can teleport us.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you can just teleport. So,
Well-
you're on the roof. When you look inside the warehouse, you see rows and rows of boxes inside.
Okay.
And you see the director kind of going. He's got like a piece of paper. And he's kind of looking.
Is he looking
through
for the Ark of the Covenant?
Maybe.
Yeah. I've seen that movie. I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, so I'm just gonna see what he's up to.
All right. And eventually he stops. He examines the paper one more time. He opens the case that's in front of him, looks at it, nods, and closes it. And then he goes to, he puts like a little padlock on it, and he goes to leave.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's the egg that's still.
Well, once he's gone, I want to teleport us into the room that he was just in.
All right. As you teleport into the room, you hear a door open.
I hide.
Yep. What's the setup of this room?
It's like
You said
think
you
of
just
it like a store. Like there's aisles, but they're made of like mostly cardboard box or not cardboard.
Oh, okay.
Boxes. Like Rachel was joking, but yeah, like the room where they keep the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
In Indiana Jones.
Okay, so then I'll hide behind like one of the end caps of one of these rows.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just get behind a box.
Okay, roll me stuff.
I can't make the boxes this time, but I can use them to hide.
Okay. Oop.
This guy likes me better tonight than all the other ones.
Ooh. I'm rolling fairly well, knock on wood. Other than that one
Yeah.
reroll that I did, fairly fucking good tonight. So that's a 21.
Stealth. So I have 15. 21.
21. All right, yeah, you're able to get behind some boxes. And we'll say with your positioning, Izzy, you can't really see this, but Alex, you have a view to be able to see. You see two men walk up holding a similar piece of paper. And they seem to be looking down the rows, and they stop at the same box, and they nod to each other, and they grab it. And these are tall, muscular men. They're wearing very slick gray suits. And yeah, they go to grab the box, and they go to leave.
Don't like that. What
You can't
I'm
see
going
this,
to...
though.
Oh, fuck me.
And I go, how close are we?
How close are you? I would say you're about 4
Like-
feet from them.
No, how close are we? How close are like Izzy and Alex?
Izzy and Alex, let's say about 8 feet from each other. Like you're around he's around the corner from where you are. That's why you can't see it.
So we can't even see each other.
Currently, no.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all you, sister.
God damn it. Fuck it. We're taking that sling out again. I use the sling. I actually, I'm trying to decide if I want to take them out with the sling or try to distract them with the sling. Because I'm still not positive where I'm not about to take out Grant's bodyguards who are completely allowed to have this thing. Do these look like they could be bodyguards? Like,
Definitely.
okay, so they look like these could just be people who work for the person who owns this thing.
Possibly.
Okay. I am going to take my sling and like do it to try and like hit one of the windows and hopefully like freak them out for a second and see how they react.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
Okay. Deception. Actually, I put a lot into deception.
And I'm sorry, you're hitting it through one of the windows, or just like?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
And I have a 10 in deception.
Yeah.
God damn.
So this rock goes flying. We'll say it does it like you hit kind of the center frame of the glass, so it doesn't break anything, but it makes a loud ting. And these guys kind of both look towards it and are a little confused. Kind of stop in place for a moment.
Okay. What do they say anything to each other?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
And I'll have Izzy. You can roll a perception check for this too.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
17.
Ooh, 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Let me just check your character sheets real quick. Yeah, you know enough. Yeah, you can tell they're speaking German to one another. But you don't know what they're saying.
I've spent some time in Europe. Can I recognize any words that they're saying?
Yeah, you recognize the word hell.
Oh. Well, they're German. Are they saying hell or hail?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like, hell the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they reacted as, like, what the hell was that?
Yeah. I'll be honest. This feels weird to say as someone of German descent, but if the reason I left my family's not in Germany anymore is the regime that is currently in power in the time period we're playing in. So this feels weird, but speaking German in the 40s is sus.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
I'm
understand
gonna
what you got against these two blonde-haired, blue-eyed bodyguards.
I'm gonna try I'm gonna try knocking them out now with this thing.
Well, it's at that moment that the door opens to the place again, and you do see, again, Izzy, you can't see it, but you heard the German. Yeah. You see it's Mr. Grant's main bodyguard from last night.
Oh, so he's thieving from the family.
Maybe. What does he say?
He says, "Oh, okay, you beat me here. Did you retrieve it?" And the gentlemen go, "Yes, we got it."
Are they double crossing or are they going to give it to him?
And he says, "All right, well, Mr. Grant wants it back right away. So let's get to did you bring your car?" And they kind of discuss a little bit. It sounds like, they're going to take the bodyguard's car.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I genuinely don't know if we're just like some dudes just been like, "Oh, they're not keeping it safe. Let's take it," or if, like.
At hearing people, can I make myself known?
Sure.
Like now, I don't want them to leave with this, so I want to.
So I just want to point out, to make sure they're clear, if you're revealing yourself, this guy has met you.
Yeah.
But they don't know that Alex is here, right?
Correct.
It's terrible assumption to make, though.
We need that item.
I wish that I had a way to. I have an idea, but it's something your character could do, but I don't have a way to tell you that in character.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you revealing yourself?
I want to. Let me see.
How big is the crate?
Yay big.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My idea wouldn't have worked anyways.
You're gonna try and put them in the box?
I was gonna try to put us inside the box.
Oh.
So in that
He
case,
put us in a trunk. It's not exactly that different.
I want to teleport myself because I imagine they're kind of just standing in like a loose circle triangle situation here.
Well, the one's at the door and the other two are kind of halfway down the hall from him.
Okay, so then I want to teleport myself in between them, and then use my chains of Houdini to try to root them all in place. Because I'm not in initiative yet, so does that count as like power stunting?
Well, no. The issue we're gonna see is if you can do it before they can react.
Yeah.
Let's roll. What would be a good way to do this? You know what? Let's just roll initiative.
Oh.
All right.
Now I roll low. Fuck me. So that's a 9. Oh, I have a plus 7. God damn. So 16.
20.
Sorry, you said 20 for you, Rachel?
Yes.
And what is it for you?
16.
16. And 20. And
I'm trying to decide whether I should try to distract them again or start taking people out. Because again, I'm
well-
not positive this isn't just some dude being like, "Let me take my shit back."
Alex, you are first in the initiative.
Oh, chat. What should I do? Dan. I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna try.
Alex doesn't have an opportunity to ask for third party assistance, so you got to make a choice.
Yeah, the flower, the douche, probably. Okay, I'm gonna try and take out one of the people who were just speaking German.
All right, with the sling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try hitting with a sling and see what.
She's like,
happens.
not that I want to stereotype, but I want to go after the German one first.
I'm Jewish enough for this bullshit. I don't think Alex is Jewish, but
We never explicitly said.
we never. She is from like the Northeast.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled an 11, so that's plus 4, so it'd be 15.
15. All right, that's gonna hit. What's the DC on that?
The DC is 16. Wait, sorry, 17. I read the wrong
17.
one.
Well, as I say, I rolled really high. So you crack him in the back of the head with this stone, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
Does he speak German again? Or does he say what the fuck?
He says that and then follows that up with some German that I don't speak.
Okay. I want to see how does the original bodyguard react to that man speaking German.
All three of them pull out guns.
Okay, I wanted to see maybe if the fact that guy speaks German was a surprise to the original bodyguard.
Oh, gotcha. No, at least not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
I
say
they have all now pulled out guns. Roll me a stealth check.
I rolled a 16 plus 6, so it should be 22.
All right, so it does not seem like you were just able to get back behind the box again before before they noticed you. And Izzy, it's your turn.
Okay, so now I pop up in between them and
Okay.
try to do my what the fuck did I call them?
Chains of Houdini.
Chains of Houdini.
Let's see. So I believe you have to roll for that potentially. Let's see.
It says magical first degree, hindered and vulnerable second degree, defenseless
Oh,
and
this is my
immobile.
dodge. Okay, so technically that is only for a single person. So if you're trying to hit all three, that is going to be a power stunt.
Oh, then yes, I will power stunt it.
All right. So the two German dudes that were in there immediately all chained up. However, the main bodyguard dives out of the way into the doorway, and he's. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Back into where Alex is. Did you say he jumped through a doorway? Is it going into where Alex is?
Well, you're all in the same room. He dived back out of the room he had just come. Like he had came from outside and was coming into the room. He dives back out into the doorway.
The
German guys are also freaking out. Like, what the hell?
It says for my teleport. It says only visible locations. Move rank. So does my teleport count as a move?
Right, it is a move.
Like, so I can move again. So could I pop myself in front of him and I want to say, "Where you going, bud?"
Yeah, I suppose you could do that.
Yeah, because I mean, I also, and because I have move by action.
Are you using a hero point to negate the fatigue then? For
Yeah.
power
So
stunting?
yeah. So now I have one.
All right, and you're gonna pop up in front of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he already had his gun ready, so he's gonna shoot you.
Okay.
What's your dodge plus 10?
18.
The shot ting, goes wide and just.
Oh, thank you, fucking Jesus.
And then he dives on past you back into the room.
Okay, so now he's back in the room with Alex.
Yes.
Okay.
And let's see. All right, those guys are not able to resist the chains. Alex, it's your turn again.
Okay. I am going to. We're hitting with a sling again.
Okay. You're trying to not the chained up guys, I assume.
No, the
Okay.
God damn it. I rolled a 2. I have
What
two
is it with
hero-
you in twos?
I have 2 hero points, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna use one to re-roll that.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 17 now. So 17 plus 4 should be 21.
21. That is going to hit. What's the DC on that?
17.
He dives and ducks out of the way. In fact, we'll say you hit him in the shoulder,
Okay.
and he says a few words that are unkind about your mother.
Are they in German?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm trying to figure some shit out.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Are you doing anything else? I'll say this time. I'm going to say you are revealed. You did not. You were not stealthy at this point. And he goes, "You."
And I go, yeah. What do you need with that?
I am taking it back to its rightful owner. What are you doing here? Are you the one trying to steal it?
No, I was trying to make sure it doesn't get stolen. You. That's true. That's an act.
Yeah, I know. But you looked like you wanted to say more.
Yeah, no, I was like, continue.
I was like, no, I'm trying to stop it from being stolen. I don't know who these guys are.
They are associates of Mr. Grant, who are going to help us secure it in a more suitable location. We no longer trusted the museum to do so.
No one broke it. And I go, no one broke into this place till you two, though.
They did not break in.
We did.
Mr. Grant was.
Shut up.
Mr. Grant decided he was going to remove it himself, or in this case, through us.
Why would he have? And then I'm gonna ask, why would he have the museum curator check on it first?
I don't believe Mr. Grant requested him to do so.
Also, that's so mean to the museum curator. Now he's gonna think it got like, if this is like actually true, and you guys aren't just bullshitting, now he's just gonna think it got stolen.
Not us trying to steal from them, and then you end up shaming them.
I wasn't trying to steal it.
Yes, we were.
I was trying to make sure it didn't get stolen. Maybe you were.
Rachel's
By
over here
stealing
like
it
belongs
first?
in a museum.
Yes, you said I was Indiana Jones.
I didn't make this character. This is your character.
And she's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she's Indiana Croft and the Cradle of Doom. Cradle of Life was a Lara Croft movie.
I got you.
Okay,
I'm
just making sure that joke didn't.
I fucking love those movies.
They're all right.
I've seen them once at a sleepover. It was fun.
So, yeah, you know what? A moment later, both of you, as well as the Germans and the bodyguard guy, everybody suddenly starts kind of frozen but shaking. Izzy, you lose grip and the chains come off of the two that you had chained up.
Can I still talk?
No, you are completely
I just wanted to quip.
All right, what do you say?
I went, oh shit, that's who was stealing it.
And you see another man walks past you, Izzy, through the doorway, and you're unable to react again, just because you're kind of frozen and shaking.
Oh.
And
can I resist at all?
What was that? No.
Can I resist at all?
No. I mean, like, you're kind of like, the way I would describe it is you're trying to move, but you're shaking, and so it's like you're moving in slow motion.
Okay.
And he's holding a little device in his hand that seems to be emitting like this kind of sound, and that seems to be what's affecting you like this. And it's another tall, he's dressed in all black, He's another blonde-haired, blue-eyed gentleman who walks in and says, "I think I'll be taking this from here." And it looks like you have taken on some tag-alongs, haven't you, Mr. Williams? And the bodyguard tries to respond to him, and again, he's kind of moving in slow motion. No worries, we will take it. And this gentleman reaches past Mr. Williamson, who has his gun out. He removes the gun from his hand and shoots him in the head.
Oh yeah, one less baddie.
And then he turns.
I think we established this guy might have been fine, Dan.
No, he was working with him.
Was he?
Yeah, he came in, used his name, and was like asking, "Did you get it?" And he said yes. Remember when I called that the bodyguard was trying to thief? Remember that time?
Dan out here with his red stringing.
Yeah.
It works.
Occasionally.
And then he turns off his little device, and you are like, I would not describe you as feeling well at all. Like you feel like you're about to throw up. Like you're very disoriented. And he
how close am I to this person?
You're about 8 feet away.
But I'm a magician. If I'm nauseous, can I puke and make it come out his ear?
No.
Can I run up and try to punch him?
No. Again, yeah. Sorry, I was like, you barely.
He has a gun.
Now. You're and I will say you're barely able to stand at the moment.
Okay.
Like you feel like if you try to move, you're gonna collapse onto the ground. And he goes, "You try sending in the clowns. You try sending in the men. No one does a good job anymore."
That's because the clown were men.
I mean,
you kept saying he. You only use he pronouns when describing these clowns.
You're not even able to get that out. It comes off just slurred, like.
Yeah, he got the gist.
That's how it comes out when you try to say it. And he goes, and he picks up the box, and he just pulls the padlock off.
Oh.
No.
And opens it up, and he goes, "Excellent," and he closes the thing again.
Can I see if I recognize this guy at all?
You definitely do not.
Okay.
Yeah. And he goes, "Well, no time for loose ends." And he takes Williamson's gun, kind of stands in the general stance that he's at, and shoots the other two guard guys who had initially come in to grab the box. And I'll say it's about this time, Izzy, when you kind of start getting the feeling back in your legs, and same for you, Alex, as he's raising the gun at Alex.
Can I teleport to behind him and rip the gun out of his hand, like as he's like raising his hand to shoot?
Roll me an agility check.
Can I try to at the same time run up and punch him?
Well, you're still trapped.
Agility check as well. Well, I was like, again, like you're just.
I was.
You said agility?
Yep.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. It's like my power. I'm not myself.
Well, yeah, but you can teleport there, but you got to reach and do things.
Oh, okay.
I
got a
you can
15.
do dexterity if you really want to, but I think it's the same for you.
It's the same. Yeah. So 18 altogether.
18. Okay.
I rolled a fucking 2.
Bitch, if you don't eat that dice right now, swallow it.
They're weighted dice, but in the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm switching dice again. And I just don't want to use my last hero point because I think Dan's gonna do it. So I'm assuming I just can't get over there, right?
Well, with the 2, yeah, you go to start going towards.
It's 2 plus 2, so be 4 if that helps at all.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you are able to get the gun out of his hand, and he immediately reacts by throwing down a smoke pellet.
I'm directly behind him now.
Yeah, big puff of smoke. You're like coughing and hacking, and when the smoke dissipates, he's gone.
It does the shit that he was doing go with him? like the
yeah. I mean, that had already kind of started wearing off when he jumped
yeah.
off.
Then in that
Yeah,
case,
you got your sea legs back.
yeah. Then in that case, can I do expertise magic and try to sense if I can feel that artifact and go chase after it?
Yeah. Roll the expertise magic.
15.
15. Yeah, you can detect its presence. You kind of feel that it's heading off, and then it's as you're feeling it getting further away, you hear like the sound of a car starting and peeling out.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely too fast for you to catch up with it.
Mhm.
And you're both going to get a hero point.
Fuck.
Okay. I know it's gonna go. We need to go.
Yeah, I don't want to be around here when people start finding
Yeah.
bodies.
Like, I was like, we need to go right now. As far as they're aware, that dude, like,
I have another red string.
You always do.
I think that guy is the other son. Did he say a name?
He did not.
the other side is famous, right?
No,
yeah,
he's just
you would recognize him.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Like, I think I was like, he's someone to be in society favorites. Also, he had an accent.
Yeah.
And so did Robert when he did that. Anybody can do that.
What?
None of the other Grants have accents. Why would the oldest son?
Just throw people off.
Oh.
Stupid.
The allure.
Damn. Rachel didn't hold back that time. All right, so where are you going? What are you doing? I mean, you get out of there, obviously, to get away from the cops, I imagine. But...
Yeah. Luckily, fingerprints aren't.
When you come out of the building, you also see the museum director dead on the ground as well.
Oh.
Oh shit. Let go.
Yeah, let's get some fucking kick bricks.
What?
Kick bricks. I cannot stop yawning today. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I even took a little nap earlier.
It's like 7 p.m. for you.
I know. I've been yawning all day.
Why are you the most tired?
That's just who I am.
Yeah, and what time is it now?
I thought you meant in real life for a second. Let me see what time you got out around.
Because it was 2 o'clock after she.
Yeah, we'll say it's like 3-ish. Middle of the day.
So it's like middle of the day.
Not all this murder happening in the middle of the day.
Yeah. So you definitely also hear sirens and such starting to come in this direction.
Yeah. They go, teleport us to... I was thinking, will Eloise be an ally? An alibi? Like,
I mean, nobody at all knows we're connected to this.
Yeah.
We don't need an alibi.
Yeah, there's no security cameras.
Okay.
And
I go, let's just start heading back to, the town. Like, back to work. Just let's start heading away from here.
It must have been so easy to commit crime back in the day. Just shut up.
Lady has a whole...
This is literally a John Mulaney bit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but before there was DNA, there's a bunch of blood here. Gross. Mop it up.
Yeah.
I mean...
Anyway.
Point still stands. That is correct. So... I want to go to Mr. Grant and be like, hey, remember us? Yeah, about that. Your bodyguard's dead. His friends are dead. And I think you might be next. They're killing everybody attached to this egg. We need your info stat.
So who are you going to talk to this about?
Mr. Grant.
The older one. Or I guess, you're trying to get... So where are you going?
Oh, Grant. We're not picky. It could be Grant Gustin. Makes no sense, but it's so.
Where are you going though? To
the Flash hit the flashpoint, and now he is here.
Yeah.
Are you going to his house?
I don't know.
Call Eloise and ask her to connect you to the Grant estate, and then see if who answers and if Mr. Grant is there.
How could you connect us?
She also works as
she's not an operator. She's a receptionist.
Oh, I got it mixed up. Okay, never mind.
That was my job.
Yeah, I thought you two were working together for...
Yeah, I mean, I could call Alex's workplace to
Yeah.
get someone to patch you, but
Um,
I mean, let's just do that then.
I would say we do that, or just go to their house and be like, help.
I mean, we can also just show up. That's something that we
what was
can
that?
do.
Yeah. Either just go to their house and be like, we've got news.
Okay, so you're going to the Grant estate.
Yeah.
Taking a cab.
Yeah.
There's probably cab drivers that work.
I mean, they're just
Not to
doing their
mention how
job.
much cab fare you've been paying.
We've been bringing to real sus places.
I mean, you've gone to one rich person's house and one apartment.
Anyway, we
so
also
you
took
arrive
a
at the
cab to that warehouse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you better hope that cabbie don't talk.
Yeah.
That being said, you arrive at the Grant estate, and when you knock at the door, the younger son, Franklin Grant, answers it.
I want to say, hey there. We're here to talk to your dad. Is he around?
Unfortunately, my father is not home right now.
And I go,
How can I help you? What do you need?
I am so I'm like half and half, whether Franklin is like he's gonna be great an ally or he is the villain, and I don't know how to.
I think he's a villain.
Yeah, that's what I know. And I'm gonna ask, do you know anything about the egg that was stolen or that was attempted to be stolen from the museum? And I would like to roll an insight check for whatever he answers.
He says, I mean, I know about the theft and a little bit about the egg. Why do you ask? Roll your insight check.
Okay, I rolled a 12 and I have a 6 in insight. So 23? Is that right?
Yeah, he seems terrified that you're asking questions about this.
Dig a little deeper.
Yeah. We have reason to believe that that's not going to be the only attempt on it.
I see. I can definitely pass that message along to my father. What else? What other information do you have?
I don't know.
I want to chime in and say, I don't think it's safe. Some bad stuff is happening around this egg. I don't know what's going on with it.
Bad stuff.
And
Like
then
what?
like, I mean, you saw the break-in. And I'm not going to tell him about the murders. I heard there's going to be like more theft attempts. People might get hurt. I mean, or worse, even killed. Like, and I want to kind of,
Goodness.
yeah. And then, I want to actually, okay. Yeah, and it all seems to be kind of centered around your family. You don't know anything, do you? And I want to intimidate him. I want to intimidate him.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. That's a 19 with a 10 modifier. I'm going to intimidate the fuck out of this bitch.
Yeah, he looks scared and he says, "Oh God, who have you talked to?"
What have you done is the question.
Oh God, are you going to tell my father?
That all depends. What are you about to tell me?
Yeah.
Can it get us out of this situation?
What situation? Who are you? What are you involved with? How do you know about this?
You're about to be involved with me. Spill your fucking guts. Or I'll spill them for you. And then I get the saw again.
Well,
okay, I'm good copying.
Demon twist.
I'm good copying, and I go, I know you probably just got in over your head. We can help you.
She's like, you're just confused committing crime, sweetie. I understand.
So he says, "Well, I had a man reach out to me, and he told me that he would give me a great deal of money for my father's egg. He said it was priceless, and that he would make sure I'm well taken care of for it. And I thought, well, if it's in the museum, you know, I can get someone to get it, and then, oh God,
You're rich.
my father says that the estate is going to go to his more abled son.
Honestly, slay. Steal from your parents.
And no, it's we both stop. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like honestly, fuck yeah, steal from your dad. Okay.
Actually, she goes, not he's like, is that what he said? Not didn't even use the excuse that you were younger?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm on his side immediately. Tell me more.
But,
We're villains now.
The gentleman, I told him, that the attempt failed, and so at the museum, and it also got much more violent than I expected, and so I told him that we didn't want to do it, but he said that there was no going back now, and
they go, and I go, the violence at the museum was nothing.
Yeah, your bodyguard that was here with your dad the other day. What was his name?
Williamson.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Oh God, Smith killed him?
Oh, is that his name?
Smith is the name.
Yes, Harold Smith.
I thought you were about to say Beckett, and I was going to lose my mind.
A time-traveling Beckett Smith.
He's been the villain this whole time.
I've been here the whole
suddenly
time.
has a German accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I guess you're.
You would lose your German accent too, living through the 40s.
And I go, like, oh my God, like you're aware we're kind of involved. We saw him kill 3 people, like 4.
Yeah,
goodness.
and the museum curator.
That was the 4th.
Well, if that's the case, he said that once the egg was retrieved, that I should meet him down. He gave me an address, and he writes it down real quick and hands it to you, Izzy. And you notice that this is the address to that subway station that you were told about before.
Mm-hmm. Safe to say, I don't think it's safe for you to show up to this little handoff of money because you're just another loose end, bud. Yeah. That's all you became.
No. Well, the original plan was that I was going to get the egg and bring it to him, and he would give me the money. And it sounds like you said he has it, or
yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what the egg does?
No, I certainly not. I mean, it's a artifact. It's nothing.
Artifacts aren't nothing.
And now she's gonna give him a talking to.
0 point for Rachel.
Yay! Is that 2 then that I have?
I think
3.
so. Yeah.
No, you both have 2. You both had 2, and now she has 3.
Well, no, I used 1. Oh, then I got 1.
Never
so
mind.
Was it 2?
That's 1 and 3. I
Is
could have sworn.
Well, because I've earned 2, but I've only used 1, so yeah, I should be at 2 myself.
Okay.
If I have a 3, I'll take 3.
That being said, he says, "Oh no. Oh God. Yes, I'll. Well, I can't stay here. He'll come looking for me, I'm sure. But I mean, you should probably run away too. Who knows if he already killed 3 people or 4 people?
We're gonna try to put a stop to him ourselves.
Yeah.
I would suggest either staying here or going to wherever your father is to be around people, hopefully, while we can take care of this. Because, I mean, honestly, fuck your dad. I want you to get your coin, kid.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Because I have connections. That's like one of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, if you can get to Rhode Island, here is like, I don't know.
Time to get on a train, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He goes with it. He says, yes. And he takes the information you give him.
Yeah.
He's bracing himself against the door, and he grabs a cane from around behind the door and starts to walk towards the garage.
And I was going to say he sent to like a family
friend.
Family friend. I don't know. Maybe I know someone at the hotel.
Yeah. And he starts walking towards the garage. He says, "Do you need a lift?"
Oh yes. Oh my God, I've been spending so much on cabs.
He says, "Follow me," and he starts walking, and you catch up with him pretty quick. And yeah, he drives you downtown, and he basically like starts heading off towards the train station.
Okay.
He starts heading off towards like the cross country rail.
Yeah.
You start heading towards the subway area.
Yeah. Yeah, and I go, be safe. I hope you find a way to to get some money off your dad. Yeah.
We'll steal from him next.
Yeah.
I wish you well in your endeavor. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I got you into this mess.
I mean, honestly, wish you well in your endeavor too, bud. But now we're just gonna need you to kind of skedaddle so you're not a little casualty here.
Yeah.
His car starts to go. It's an old car.
Yeah.
Dan was just giving me this kind of blank stare, so I didn't.
Well,
That honestly, that could have been the train too. Chugga 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 chugga.
well, no, it's an abandoned train station.
But he's
No.
getting on a train.
He's going to the real train station. You're
Yeah.
going to
Oh,
the
okay.
abandoned subway station.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
And so yeah, you get outside the subway station. You can see the stairs going down. It looks not derelict, but it's definitely been a while since it's been in service.
Mm.
And you follow it down. Do you have any way of making light?
No.
I don't think we added flashlight to my thing.
Let's say you have some matches on you.
Okay.
And you're able to kind of make a makeshift. And there's some wood lying around, so you
Make
make a
makeshift torch.
Yeah.
Really going Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones,
Absolutely.
urban adventurer.
And you kind of reach a part where it seems like construction had stopped. Like up until this point, it had been like cinder blocks and nicer wood, kind of carvings and such. And now you're reaching a point where it's kind of like dirt walls.
Okay.
Like it may have even been that this station never really got completed entirely. And you start making your way, and now you're kind of in like a tunnel system, like a cave system.
Not the Michigan mole people.
You mean the
Is this a
underground?
real thing, or did you just make that up?
No, I just said it.
Okay, what'd you say, Rachel?
I said, I think this is the beginning of the underground, right? This is what I'm assuming.
Who's to say? You wouldn't know.
Who's to say?
But yeah, you start making your way, and you notice you're kind of at a pretty steep incline. And eventually, roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Um,
yikes. That's a 3 on the dice. And
I'm gonna roll that again because it
a
literally
7.
landed at the corner up.
Okay.
So I have a 7 altogether.
Perception. So I rolled an 8, but I have a 7. So also, why can't you fucking see, Dan? Why? How low is your perception? Okay, 15 altogether.
Yeah. So I'll say that that Izzy almost takes you guys down the wrong. Like when tunnels start splitting off, he kind of almost takes you down the wrong one. But you kind of listen and you hear the sounds of like voices and such, and you kind of reroute. Takes you a little longer, but you reroute, and eventually you kind of come into this open space. It's pretty large, and when you kind of look, you see some construction equipment down here.
Oh,
And what looks to be like a partially unearthed, some kind of like temple.
the fuck? Okay.
Like half, like imagine a building where it's like imagine it was in a mountain and someone has like burrowed their way to like start unearthing it. Like again, like an archaeology
Yeah.
site.
Where's my brush?
Just very tiny
Yeah.
toothbrush.
You're gonna need a big brush for this one.
Yeah.
You're trying to get that dino DNA.
Bingo,
When you said-
bango,
when you
dino,
I was
DNA.
say when you said toothbrush, I was imagining Jurassic Park specifically for some reason.
Yeah. I believe they use that on archaeology digs that are not about dinosaurs.
Sounds fake. So
It's always about dinosaurs.
yeah.
If you haven't got to
but
the
yeah.
dinosaur yet, you haven't dug deep enough.
And you see a couple people running around. A bunch of them are actually working the equipment, trying to
Oh,
Oh,
he is
no!
roboting really hard.
Robot.
um,
Can
it looks
anyone in the chat
they're
hear
about-
RC?
they've just kind of.
RC, no, we got nothing of that.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, now we can see you,
You hear
and
me?
Yeah.
I can hear you too. Yeah.
So yeah. What did you hear then?
I heard there were people doing something.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're running around using this equipment, kind of unearthing more of this space. You'd say there's about a dozen. You'd say there's about.
Are they using
about
proper
6 of them.
technique? Is Alex judging them?
Alex is judging them hardcore because they're definitely being a little like loose and fast with it.
Yeah.
And it looks like right as you enter, they have just opened what seems to be like they've pulled away some like wood and they've reached the entrance to this temple. Like they've opened up the actual entrance to get inside.
It's one of the pyramids in AVP. Plot twist: we're fighting xenomorphs now. I enjoy that. It froze on him just being sad at me.
I was also thinking that it was like this sounds
so
like
yeah,
some Power Rangers bullshit.
And you see 6 of them plus the gentleman that you saw at the what's the word at the warehouse.
I have an idea.
Oh God.
Go on.
I guess it would be a power stunt. Because you said there's like a dozen people, right?
No, there's 7 total.
7. Okay. So because I have expertise magic and I can do magic, it's even though it's not one of my like actual abilities that are listed, can I power stunt an illusion of them pulling apart this wood and I like this like grotesque creature is like, you have freed me, and I want to scare them and make them run away in fear.
Yeah. Yeah, you can power stunt that.
Yes.
Let me take a look at your so the majority of them back away in fear but pull out their guns as they do, like they're backing away defensively.
Fuck.
And
too many guns.
And the last one, the gentleman who stole the egg and everything, he approaches without fear.
So what my internet like cut out for a second. What did Dan do?
Dan created an illusion of a creature when they opened up the entrance of like, you have saying you have freed me.
You pulled a ruby. Great.
Yeah.
He's a magician.
Yeah.
In that case, no, Dana, only Zul. In that case, so they're all kind of. Oh my God. I can't stop yawning. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
You're making me yawn.
I'm trying. It's an involuntary response. So they're all kind of like advancing on him now with like the guns pulled, like where this creature I am magic, so they're like advancing towards him.
Tall, strong guy with the egg approached without fear. The other ones are backing away, like with their guns drawn in fear.
Okay, but they're all facing it. So then I want to come from behind them and do my elephant in the room cone area attack to try to deal with as many as I can right out the gate.
All right, roll that attack check.
Hell yeah. 19 and what is the thingamajig? Oh no, it's just a resist thing. So now you have to it's DC 21.
You have to.
Right?
Right. It is just resisting. Sorry, I was thinking about your move out levitation thing from earlier.
Yeah.
All right. So it tramples all over the small guys. But it is dispelled when it hits the big guy.
Oh, dispelled? Oh. Shit. In that case,
and it's at that time he turns around, he sees you. At the same time, barreling behind you is someone you recognize, Izzy. It's 6 more of the clowns, as well as Boris the strong man from the
Boris the strong
man from the circus.
Okay, can I try to run up and hit Mr. Smith? Is that what his name was?
That was the name that you got.
Okay. That would imagine him going, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Welcome
back. We've missed you.
Going and trying to just punch him.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Okay, I'm rolling. Oh, I rolled a 19. So that's +4. So, Jesus, why am I so bad? 23.
23, and what's the DC on that?
The DC is 18. And because
And-
I have brass knuckles.
And you clock him in the jaw, and you draw a little bit of blood, and he looks furious at you.
Is he still holding that fucking egg?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Shoot
I should
him.
say he's holding it, but you can see it kind of like protruding from one of his pockets.
And I think this is the time. Can I try shooting him with the thing that is, by the way, on my thing as knuckle gun?
Well,
Because
that
it is
was your move and your attack, so we're gonna roll initiative now.
Okay.
So everybody, roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Fuck. 16 with my modifier.
That's
17.
wild, 'cause that's exactly what you got before, Dan.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay, let me roll for mine. Okay.
Yeah, it has to become Atlas the Alpha. Jesus Christ. Also good. Someone in the chat. It was quiet for a second, and I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know how to.
about that.
I was like, I don't know how to check if this is working or not. Also, who's the number 2 Alex Rhodes fan?
I'm gonna assume Callan. Oh, one more. All right, then we are at the top of the initiative with the clowns, who all go to hit you with their baseball bats. Izzy,
Fucking beat the shit out of me. All right,
I'm
fair enough.
imagining they're
what's
all
your?
they all. I know you said baseball, but I'm imagining like a Harley Quinn mallet thing.
Yeah.
No, they're full on regular baseball bats. We'll say one baseball bat with nails in it.
Oh no, it's fine. We could just do regular. It's okay.
Anyway, what's your parry plus 10?
Oh my god. 18.
That is gonna hit. So roll a toughness check.
That's when I'm going to use a hero point because that was a 1.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's not.
Yep. Okay, 16. I'll take that. And then the toughness is plus 6 plus the 16 is 22.
You are going to take a -1 to future toughness checks as these
Okay.
guys you're able to kind of use your wand to keep a few of them away, but one of them cracks you pretty good across the back.
Not the internal bleeding.
They didn't have that back then. You're either fine or you died. Those were your only options back then. So give me 1 second. I just need to make a note real quick. Okay.
I'm now really annoyed there doesn't seem to be a GIF feature on this thing, so I can't send a GIF sending it send in the clowns.
Totally. Then in that case, Alex, it's your turn now. So
Okay.
you just punched the one guy.
I'm gonna get up and try to shoot him in the face. Again,
Shoot him in the face. All right.
with a gun that is attached to the brass knuckles.
Yeah, I know. It's your knuckle gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
so
I say, yeah, the picture does not show it off well enough. The fact that it is a combination brass knuckles and pistol.
Yeah. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Fucking dead.
All right. So, what's that for total? I don't even need to know the total. That definitely hits. What's the DC on that plus 5?
It's so the DC is 18, so plus 5 would be 23.
All right.
Oh my god! I basically did the brought a gun to a knife fight scene.
Yeah. He dives out of the way, but he takes a hard shot to the shoulder.
How many?
All right.
Like, how many bullets do I have with knuckle gun?
You know, it occurred to me. I was looking at the gun. We did not limit. We originally said it was going to be
Yeah.
like a limited number of shots. So,
Yeah.
we'll
It's pretty
figure-
small. Looks like
We'll say
10.
5. We'll say 5.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. So you shot at him. What are you doing next, if anything?
Um.
I don't know if you want to move away.
Yes. Move away. That's.
All right, and then next up is Boris the Strong, who goes to like grab at you, Izzy. What's your parry plus 10?
It's really
18 as
convenient.
well. My dodge and my parry are the same.
It's really convenient for Alex, and most of the people here have a vendetta against Izzy.
Yeah, so you just have to keep me
Yeah.
alive.
Sorry, what?
Mhm.
What was your parry plus 10 again?
18. My dodge and parry are the same.
Right. You just dive out. You just dodge out of the way, which is good because you know that Boris can like bend steel.
Don't go like it's bad that I dodged. Fuck off.
Maybe sometimes I want the villains to do well.
Never.
No.
So Boris did that.
We're trying to
and
help
then-
somebody that has some kind of crippling disease get his money from his dad because his dad's a prick. We're the good guys now, again, ish.
Give me 1 second. I just need to rewrite this real quick.
Also, I've been rolling terribly all game. Oh
Yeah,
no!
no, good
Like
job.
no. And I feel like I'm using one of my oldest dice right now, and like maybe that was like, you turn to the new ones. Why have you betrayed me in this way? I will give you the nat 20.
All right, so Boris the Strong went, and so now that brings us to the Grand Malenko.
All right. So it's Boris and who all else is up?
Six clowns, six of the guys who were already down here doing construction work, and
Yeah.
the head guy with
All
the
y'all circus folk up in here.
Wait, wait, who all?
total.
'Cause
Of,
you
there
said,
are a total of 14 bad guys.
Jeez, I thought you said I took care of the smaller guys when I did my
You
original.
knocked a bunch of them
elephant.
down, but they're not out.
Okay.
Okay.
And
If you want to consider an idea, it may be worth considering power stunting, using a hero point to get the takedown advantage.
oh,
I forgot that you could use hero points that way.
yeah, I very much did too.
Thought you might have.
How would I go about that then? Would for if I like were to do that and then do the elephant in the room again so I can try to get as many people as I can, would each individual person that I get with that
Elephant in the room is already area effect, so you don't have to do takedown. Oh, I get what you're saying. Well, so that you
To
can
be able to do it
multiple
again.
attempts. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it would just take one use of the advantage. Well, wait, let me double check real quick. Now you bring up an excellent point that I hadn't considered when I suggested this. Takedown requires... well... Attack bonus is the first. Theoretically, it could work for that, yeah.
Okay. In that case, that's what I'll do. I'll use hero point to
It would
get
have
the
to be
takedown.
same attack. Like basically, you'd have to be using it specifically on that group. Then, if that's what you're trying to do.
But I can only attack the same group.
Well, remember it's a cone, so that basically it's going to be a continually the same cone.
Yeah, but I mean, like once I do like the one, I can't then move my cone somewhere else.
For the purpose of this, I'm going to say no.
Oh, okay. Well then,
'Cause
wherever.
technically, if you get one rank of the takedown advantage requires it to be an adjacent target.
Okay, so then in that case, wherever the most amount of, because I'm like trying to visualize, but wherever like the most amount of people are, I just want to blast them.
Okay, so yeah,
Start
right now
blasting.
you're surrounded by clowns and strongmen, and across like about 20 feet ahead of you is the group of guys that got knocked to the ground. And then a little like 4 feet to your right in that direction is the fight between Alex and this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Alex take care of that one because he seems to be neutralizing some magic shit when it hits him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let her take care of that. And then just do my cone, I guess, just directly in front of me and just fucking blast him.
All right. What's the resistance on that?
DC 21.
Okay. All right. Only one was able to dodge out of the way, so you took out 5 of them.
Hot damn.
Nice.
So if you want to try again, we can.
Abso-fucking-tootly.
And sorry, what was the DC on it again?
21.
21. Yeah, you take out the last of those guys then. So
then now what do we have left?
you've got the 6 clowns, the strong man, and the big guy.
Are the clowns and the big guy next to each other that I could blast them together?
You'd be extra efforting.
Nah. I'll just do it towards the clowns then. I'd rather just have like 2 soul people to fight.
Well, no, again, you would have to extra effort to do that.
Well, you said I took down 2 things.
You took down. Remember, I told you the cone had to be.
Oh, because it has to be adjacent. Okay, yeah.
Technically, this would be an entirely different group in a different direction.
Fuck. Do I want to? Because that would be my last hero point.
No, you have 2 more.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will.
You're using the 1 to get the advantage. So, yeah, it would be your last one. You're right.
Okay, that's why I was like, I'll take it. I was not going to question it at all.
No, Dan has 2 more. Totally.
Fuck off.
So
Jack,
then,
do I have 2 more? I don't remember anymore.
You have 3 from what I have.
Nice.
in that case, actually, is there anything high around here?
Is there anything
Like I know
high
we're
around
underground,
there?
but like you said, there's
yeah,
it's like
I mean,
a
there's
temple-y.
a couple like plateau areas, like where the dirt is piled up and such.
But no like pillar. Like when you say temple, I'm thinking like a full building.
Well, again, remember that building is mostly covered in
okay.
dirt. Only the front facade basically has been uncovered.
Well, then I'll teleport myself to wherever would be like the highest ground to try to like put some distance between me and these clowns so they don't whoop my ass again.
Okay. All right, so you teleport like that then. And so that was your turn. It is Rachel's combatant's turn.
Oh, fuck me.
Who glares at her, and basically just hauls off. He's gonna punch you.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting.
What's your parry plus 10?
It is 19.
19. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Rude.
So you're gonna want to roll a toughness check.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to reroll or not. This would not have been like I would not be surprised, right? Because for toughness I have 5-1. Oh, he's frozen.
I lost connection.
Huh?
1 second.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on with
I
him.
don't know what's going on today. Can you hear me now?
Yes. So I would not be surprised by this, right? As far as the toughness check goes.
Correct.
I'm trying to. I rolled an 8. I'm trying to decide if I want to reroll or not. Fuck it, I have 3. I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll.
All right.
I rolled a 19. Plus 5. So 24.
You are going to take a -1 to future toughness checks.
Okay. I want to say he punched me, and I look back like, is that all you got?
He punched you, hit you, and I'll say that he crashed, like destroyed a stone pillar behind you. And you,
and you basically, is that all you got? And then I turned around, I was like, God, people do not care about history nowadays.
And I'll say that when he did that, Izzy, you felt like a flare of magical energy come off of him.
I would fucking imagine if he's making shit like dissipate before it hits him.
Yeah.
What?
Because the thing you kept, it was my magic. You said it stopped when it got to him.
Oh, gotcha.
Or am I just creating?
I thought you meant just now. That's why I was confused. I was like, no magic hit him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I went for like punching, because I was like, his power source need to work.
All right, and He then retreats. He pushes away from you and retreats into the temple.
Ugh.
Okay.
And let's see. And now it's the. Oh, never mind. They're all taken out. So actually, we're back up at the top of the round with the clowns, who, with Izzy being gone, descend upon you,
Motherfucker.
Alex. Luckily, you are nimble and dive out of the way as they swing baseball bats at you.
Almost get popped in the fucking face and then fucking almost gets smacked around by baseball bats.
And,
And I was
Boris
just like,
and
nope.
Boris looks around, sees you, Alex, and goes, "The girl is no concern. Get him!" And they point up towards you, and he starts like trying to climb up the rock face towards you.
You know what? Use the misogyny of the 40s to your advantage. I'm just a weak girl.
So one of my complications is the misogyny of the 40s.
Is it?
Yeah. Complications, prejudice, sexism.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
that
Take another hero
tracks.
point.
Yeah. I feel like I also used that when I
Um,
was like sweet talking the cop.
Yeah, a little bit.
So then I have three again. Cool.
Yeah. And now it's your turn.
Me or her?
Sorry, Alex. It's Alex's turn.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
So
okay.
he went into the tunnel, and it's just you surrounded by clowns right now.
Fuck. Can I try to go into the temple
Sure.
after him?
Yeah.
Do I
and
see
should
him?
say this area. I'll say, just for clarity, this area here that you're in does have lighting set up.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So
I assume. Do I
the
still
area
have
that you were outside? When you go back into the tunnel, you need the torch. When you go into the subway or the temple, you need the torch again.
Okay. Do I still have the torch then?
Yeah, you still have it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
say
go.
you swung it at the clowns as you went.
Get away! I'm gonna try to go into the torch. I might use that to my advantage. The fire.
All right.
I'm gonna go in and do I see him? What do I see in the temple?
Sorry. Yeah. As you go down, you can see him a little further down the tunnel.
Okay. What is he fucking doing?
Well, he sees you and he kind of snarls and he just kind of is going further into the tunnel, into the temple.
How far away is he?
Right now, about 20 feet.
Okay. My gun because it's weird. Doesn't actually have that much, right?
What do you mean?
The range of my gun is kind of low for a gun, right?
Right. Yeah, it has a normal range of 25 feet. So right now you could hit him.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hit him with that sling.
Oh, sorry. The sling. Yeah, sorry. The sling has a range of 25.
Oh no. That's why I asked about. I did ask about the gun first because I was like, the gun's gonna be too hard.
So the gun has a range of 75 feet, so the gun can hit him.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. Look, I'm gonna try shooting that man.
All right. Roll the attack.
So when I'm using the gun, okay, I rolled a 17. 17 plus 2 is 19.
19. Let me see. Yeah, that hits. And what's the DC on that again?
18.
18. Boom! You hit him again. You see him go against the wall, and it's just lit enough you can see there's some blood on the back of the wall from where he got hit. But he is still up.
Okay, I would like to use a hero point to take another standard action, and not have the effect of taking it.
Go for
of
it.
Extra effort. Okay, this time. Okay, I rolled a 14 plus 2 is 16.
That would not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna continue trying to go towards him in the tunnel.
All right, and in that case, then it is now Boris the Strong's turn, who is climbing his way. He has almost reached up to you, Izzy. Now it's your turn.
So he is like down, like I'm at a higher ground than him, and he's like trying to come up to me.
Correct.
Take
He's
him out like
crawling-
Mufasa.
Yeah, he's climbing up the rock face.
Throw down to the hyenas, aka the clowns.
How high up are we?
Maybe 15 feet.
Okay.
Hey, he's about
That-
10 feet. You're about 15. And I will say, you know what? Yeah, I rolled well enough. He's scampered up that last 5 feet. He is just about up to you.
Okay.
Long live the king.
I mean, he is a strong man, so I am. How much would you say he weighs?
I mean, probably about 250.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, never mind. So that negates that. So in that case, he's fairly close. So what I'm going to do is pull out my wand and shoot him with my magic gun.
All right, roll it.
Okay. Come here, you little fucking cretin. Well, I have one more hero point left, and I'm going to use it right now because I rolled another nat one.
Oh, man. Well, Rachel's rolled a lot of twos. But
Fuck
not as many
yeah,
nat ones.
19.
All right, that hits.
Yeah, I'll take that.
What's the DC?
19 plus. Oh, it has a plus 0. That's a shame. DC 24.
DC 24. And boom. It doesn't seem to hurt him too much, but he definitely is blown away. And we'll say he falls back. He kind of slides back down the rock face back to the ground.
Okay. Where is Alex? She's
ran
inside
into
the temple,
They ran
or
into the temple, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of, do I want to try to teleport over to the temple and go in there, or yeah, I'm gonna teleport myself to the temple and then go inside it.
And yeah, so you can see Alex. She's maybe about 20 feet ahead of you, and then you can also see the other guy. You get there right as he's kind of going around the corner, and you see the guy that she was following.
Okay.
But he went around the corner, so now you don't see him. So that's your turn.
Yes.
And you see the guy. Or sorry, you don't. You hear him kind of clomping down the hallway. Like he definitely sounds like he's stumbling a bit, probably from the blood loss.
Yay!
Now we're back at the top of the round. And yeah, you hear the clowns, but they don't seem to be coming in your direction. So, Alex, it's your turn.
Okay, so do I still see the guy?
No, he went around the corner, so you'd have to run down and go around the corner to catch up to
Okay,
him.
I run
He's
down
ahead
and
of
go
you.
around the corner.
All right, you can see him. He's a bit further down. He looks like he's approaching an altar.
Shoot him again.
All right, roll that attack check.
I assume I'm close enough to shoot him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've shot him. Wait,
This will be your third time.
3. No, this is my 4th time, right?
No, I don't think so.
Because I shot him in the face, and then I shot him twice last round.
Oh, that's right. You shot him twice last round. So this would be your 4th. Yeah.
Would be my 4th bullet. Okay. It rolled on a corner again. Okay. I rolled another fucking 2.
Do you want to use a hero
These
point?
are all different die.
Yeah, I know. You're unlucky.
Oh my god! I saw a TikTok video about a guy being unlucky, and it was like the unluck isn't like it lives in my hands, not the die. And now with me, I'd like to use. I have 2 hero points still. I'm gonna use one to reroll. Jesus Christ! Thank you. So that would be an 11 because I rolled a 1.
Plus what's
Girl.
your modifier?
Oh, the modifiers too.
That doesn't
So
hit.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to.
And he says something in German that you're pretty sure means bitch.
Oh, by the way, I just switched die when I went from the 2 to the 1.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
fuck it, we're back to the top. Maybe I've
Are you
gone through
rolling
all the
again?
die.
Are you rolling again? Or are you going for another
I'm
attack?
going to use. How many? So do I have 2 hero points now, or 1?
Yeah, you have 2 right now. Yeah.
Okay, 2. So I'm gonna use one of them to take another attack, but I'm going to use my sling this time
Okay.
because that has a
You don't
little
wanna
bit more
use
of
your
a
you don't want to use your last bullet.
yeah. Guess what I rolled?
What you roll? A 2?
A 2.
Jesus Christ, Rachel!
You need to give her something.
I gave her 3 hero points.
Fuck it. I can't use another one right now, so we're just gonna. Oh, so
Yeah, what's
Does
the total?
a-
But I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
doesn't does a 6 hit?
No. No, it does not, in fact. All right, well, that has been your turn. What a turn it's been. And now it's Izzy's turn.
These are all different die.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to buy new ones. You're putting bad
You
mojo on
fucking
the
melt
odds.
them down.
Anyway, Dan, it's your turn.
Okay, so then Homeboy is still outside. He has to fucking get his way here in the first place.
Yeah, you hear them all kind of talking confused out there, but they don't seem to know that you're in the temple now.
Okay, good. We love a little subterfuge. In that case,
Subterfuge, because we're in
Yeah.
the subway.
yeah.
You need to laugh
Homeboy
harder
is
at my jokes. My rolls are bad.
the pity laughs.
Yes, I'll take what I can get.
So, how far away is Homeboy from me now? Like, is he?
He's pretty far now because he's about. You're at the entrance, so he's about 80 feet from you, 40 feet, and then turn around a corner, and then another like 40 feet or another like 30 feet, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so then can I teleport to that corner as my move? And then from that distance to where he is, I want to try to shoot him with my magic gun.
All right. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So, shoom, you end up. You're pretty much right next to Alex now.
Ooh, fuck me. It's a 10 and I have no more hero points. And there's no modifier for my magic gun.
Yeah, that boom goes wide. And you see him place the egg on the altar, and like a wave of magical energy goes out.
See, that's what I was trying to avoid. Can I, just because I've seen Indiana Jones, can I look down just in case?
Yeah. Yeah, you look down and you feel the energy wave pass over you, but you don't feel anything.
You're not
same thing with you,
melting.
Izzy.
Yeah.
And you're not melting either, Izzy. Although you hear a light voice go, gay.
God?
These words are meaningless to you.
God, is that you? It's me, Margaret.
I just got my period in this temple.
Give me advice using outdated period supplies.
So yeah, now it's Alex's turn again. Or sorry,
I
no,
guess
wait. It is Izzy shot and then
No, it was my
yeah,
turn.
sorry,
You
it's
said it.
Alex's turn now.
Good. I look up. I'm not melting. What is happening with that one dude?
You can see he's got his hands on the egg and on the altar, and he seems to be kind of starting to glow himself.
Okay, I'm gonna try to.
Like
move
I would describe
close.
it as though his veins were lighting up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move closer.
Okay.
What
You're
happened?
definitely
Like, if
feeling
you.
like some almost like wind resistance, like you're trying to go through an air tunnel.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
how
we're
close can
close.
I get to him?
With the wind resistance, we're gonna say you can get about 20 feet of the 40 feet it would take to get to him.
Okay. Fuck it. Last bullet. Let's go.
Unless you use another move, unless you use your standard action to move closer.
No, I'm gonna. Last bullet. Let's go.
All right, roll it.
What the fuck?
Is it a 2?
Yes.
Maybe it's whatever material you're rolling on. I don't know what to tell you.
Same fucking box as normal.
I got nothing for you, pal.
Fuck it.
If
I'm gonna
you
use
want
the
to
last
take-
hero point to
I'll-
reroll.
All right.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No. I forgot you have a hero point still. I thought you were out of them.
Okay. I'm going to another dice I've used tonight because fuck it. I
Alright.
don't know what to do.
No whammies.
That is technically double what I had before, but
4
yeah, 4. But that's a 14.
plus
plus it was the gun, so that would be 16.
16. We're gonna say that hits. What's the DC on it normally?
We'll take it.
No. There's a trade-off here.
The DC is 18.
18. Oh, where the fuck did my dice go?
This would all be very exciting if it was a movie.
So what I did was I let your gun hit,
Yeah.
but I lowered the DC because as he's touching this thing, it raised his toughness score.
Yeah.
And you got very lucky because I rolled a 2 this time.
Thank God somebody else did. Fuck.
And you aimed true as this bullet goes through the back of his head.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Causing him to let go of the egg. The wind tunnel stops, the energy pulsing through the area stops, and he falls lifeless onto the ground.
God, I kind of wanted to ask.
And you
Still
feel
a
the,
man.
and you feel the space slightly shake when this happens, and that's when Izzy, you also hear all the clown, or I guess you're both next to each other. You hear the clowns kind of panic and go, "Let's get out of here!"
Okay, because she wants to make sure to protect stuff, she is going to try and run and get the egg.
All right. Do you do anything to him?
To the body?
Shoot him again.
That was my last bullet.
Oh. Brass knuckles, punch him.
I was just gonna pick up the egg and see what happens.
Nothing happens. You feel no pulse of energy. It definitely has like a little bit of an ethereal glow to it, and it's dissipating as you pick it up.
Okay, I look at. Is he just dead?
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, we gotta go.
eyes are completely wide open. Bullet hole through his forehead.
Hell yeah.
I run out of there. And what I do, actually, I run to the Grand Malenko,
All right.
and I go, "Get us out of here!"
I fucking
He can only teleport like sight distance, but
yeah. It's in 60 feet.
It's better than I can run.
he can get you out of the temple, I guess.
Yeah.
And then as you actually, because you ran the egg far away from the altar, the shaking kind of stops.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, then I'm gonna go bloop 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 and teleport us a bunch to get this the fuck out of here.
I don't know what to do with this fucking egg now.
Do you have any contacts that you would be able to safely store this thing?
Okay, I do have connected, and for a it's called an assistance or favors with a persuasion check.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, would this be with Eloise again?
Maybe, we'll see.
We're just doing another dive. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Okay, now that I'm out of fucking danger, I roll a 17.
17. And you get on the phone, and you go to Eloise, do you get on the phone with her?
I was like, and then that's plus 6.
What was the total then?
17.
Oh,
so it'd be 23?
I thought 17 was your total. So yeah, 23. So yeah, are you calling Eloise? Are you going to her? Like,
going to her.
all right. And as you're kind of teleporting, you're kind of pip-popping, and we're fading away from the scene, we just see a sign on the side that says, construction equipment provided by Okada Corp.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
I fucking bet they did.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you get out of there. And let's see here. Yeah, you get out and sorry, did you say you're going to Eloise or are you calling her?
Going.
All right.
She invited me for dinner.
All right, so you show up at her house. You're covered in a little bit of dirt and grime, I imagine.
Do you have any blood on me?
No, why would you?
You shot him from a distance.
Yeah, you shot from a distance. Oh God, honey, what's going on?
You know how I sometimes have adventures that I usually go on with Theodore, but sometimes I go
Yeah?
on alone. Yeah, one of those happened, and I was like, let's go inside where people can't see us.
All right. Yeah, she brings you in.
And I guess I show the egg.
Hi, Eloise Thompson. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, Dan.
Oh, I was like, thanks. I realized I'm also there, and like, why would she be introducing herself to
Yeah.
you? Hey, if you're a pal of hers, you're a pal of mine. Nice to meet you. My name's Izzy.
Oh, Izzy, sit down. Please have some food. Have some food.
Food?
And,
Thank
yeah,
God I'm
what
starving.
What I'll do, tell her.
I was gonna say Eloise is like a good friend, right?
I imagine. Maybe you know from school.
Yeah. So I think I go and like just basically the truth. And I was
God,
like,
you left the bodies down there? Did you even get any? Did you check them out at all?
he was dead.
He
me.
was very dead.
Yeah, but I mean, like they probably got papers on them, like ID.
Oh, also the place is crumbling.
Oh God. Well, I mean, I guess no one's gonna find him down there.
I was wondering if like I don't know if this is as dangerous as it seems. I don't know where in the museum it could go. Do you have any idea?
You know, I got a friend. I'll give him a call. You know, we'll make some plans. He's familiar with this kind of stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And we're gonna say you sit down to have dinner, and she she kind of has the food laying out for you. She goes over to your phone. Hi, Mr. Bennett. I've got a story for you. And we fade out of the scene. It's the next day. What are you doing, Alex?
I'm gonna say, are people have to long distance call at this time?
I think it's possible.
Should I call like her fiance?
Actually, no. He's on the battlefield. What am I thinking? So no, it would not be possible. Maybe you finally get to sit down and read the letter he sent you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm just gonna sit down and read the letter that Theodore and Teddy sent me.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll cover that in a moment. And Izzy, what are you up to? Are you staying in town? Or are you having to move on out?
As of right now, I don't know. I think Alex is pretty chill, and we had a good time. I'm enjoying my time with Vincent. So, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna stay here, but a little respite would be nice.
All right. And you and Vincent are hanging out. We'll say, you're laying together in bed.
Mm.
And he says, I've been thinking about, I know it's not exactly safe, but I've got a friend who wants me to come to London. Maybe you can come with me?
Oh, what's in London?
Just, new adventures, new things to see.
Oh, all right. I mean, could be fun. And who's your friend?
Oh, I don't think you've met him. His name's Joe.
Joe?
This is not meant to be a reference.
Okay, I was like, I don't recall a Joe, actually. Okay, that's why I was like, okay, me a little something.
His name is Yardak.
Okay.
Hot as hell.
Hey. I mean,
he's so hot it's on his character sheet.
Fact. I mean, London could be fun. The fucking Jesus Christ, what is the word I'm trying to think of? I mean, Highwind has been an adventure so far, so I mean, I guess it's only up from here, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It might not be safe to go. I'm gonna think about it, but I think it'd be interesting.
Not safe.
Dan, what year is it?
I was
Dan.
Well, yes,
Dan. I'm pretty sure the Blitz is happening.
Yes, Dan. The Blitz is happening.
I don't know exact years. I already fucked up the family circus.
They take place during World War II.
The Blitz was 1941, but they're definitely still getting aerial bombing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's World War II and England. Of course, the Blitz is happening.
Forgot about that part for a minute. We'll see. An adventure with you sounds like fun. I'm not saying no, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, we can catch a boat out of Riverside or something.
Yeah.
All right, and then we fade back over to Alex as you're kind of winding down for the night, and you're reading Teddy's letter, and it basically says, things to the effect of, "My dearest Alexandria, things are tough on the battlefield, but I think of you, and it brings me great comfort. I look forward to the days when I can see you again. Your dearest Theodore Teddy Watson."
Hey, if anyone's still in the chat, who knows what that means?
Teddy Watson.
And this has been On the Homefront, a tale from the Mayhemverse. I want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. Wait. Let me do the thing first.
Yeah.
Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds, 3rd edition, by our friends at Green Running Publishing. Use our link in the show notes to get your own copy of the game. Tonight, Dan played Izzy, Perkins, aka the Grand Malenko, and Rachel played Alex Rhodes, Alexandria Williamson, aka Alex Rhodes. Our logo is by Jen Evans, our font is by AJ Eisen, and the music is by Pope Brandon Brownson. I want to thank everybody in the chat tonight for joining in on this. Hope we can definitely make this a reoccurring thing. Dan, Rachel, any thoughts?
That was
like,
fun, even though I did terribly.
If you roll another fucking 2 ever again, we're fighting.
I did fight the dice.
Fight the dice. But no, I thought it was fun because, like, yes, it's kind of like, I mean, you have like a good like handful of like the normal people that are in the chat, but like knowing that it's just these people, it's like
makes it special.
They're kind of like sitting behind us playing,
Yeah.
as opposed to like watching. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I'd be like, it's just friends here. We could be insane.
Yeah.
Well, more insane than normal.
Slightly more insane than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Rachel? Any thoughts?
What the fuck is wrong with my dice? Like all of them. I'm about to like Google how to get some holy water.
Might just be time to buy new dice.
Yeah, what we need to do is take all of the dice except one and meld it down into a big hammer, and then use that hammer to smash the last dice.
Well, Rachel, you bring the dice to Origins. I'll bless them and make some holy water, and we'll cleanse them.
They're all so pretty, though. They look
That's
nice.
why I'm gonna cleanse them with the holy water. No one ever uses the ordainment to get married, so I can at least do this part of it.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and this is also like I like vintagey stuff, and like I like 40s stuff, so this was really fun for me. And then I got to bring it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm watching stuff that takes place in the 40s right now.
Yeah, we finally got to get you a character that's within your style sense.
Yeah.
I guess you played a couple characters that fall into your different styles.
Yeah, well, I just make them my styles.
Or that.
This would make sense.
All right, friends. Well, I think we're gonna sign off for the night. But if you did not,
heck yeah.
If you were in the chat tonight, we super appreciate you, and we look forward to keeping you in the loop on when the next one is. All right, say goodnight, heroes.
Good night, heroes.